to
Welcome to my channel, Simon TV. Lord, I come before you with this camera and screen. Keep me humble as I serve. Lord, keep me humble as I serve. Let your light shine through. Lord, keep me humble as I serve. Everything I do for you. Making videos day by day, trying to show.
Hi guys. Hello Ragus. Hello everyone that's watching. Hello
Hello.
Father.
Oh, sorry. Hello. I thought I thought I had to align with the voice of the host. So, hello everyone. Good evening.
Hi. Oh my goodness, Ragus. Am I gonna be able to go through with this tonight?
No worries. We can change roles all the time.
So, welcome in, guys. Tia Marie, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm not being weird, by the way, right? I cannot read the comments from my phone, but my computer is not working with the camera on the microphone, so I have to stream from my phone and then read the comments over the other side. So, if you see me doing like this, I'm not having a seizure or anything. I'm just checking the comments over on the other side, right? So welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Our little third host is here saying hi to everybody. Hi, Tia Marie. Sit down, sweetie. Hello, Chef Zaid. How are you doing? It's so good to see you here. Thank you so much. Sis Bless, thank you so much. Pamoy. And Mr. President is peeping from the bushes. He's gonna leave us running to catch receipts, you know. He's like, this is the receipt over receipts.
Yeah, when the white minority is finally back on the camera in the Goga tribe, then he's writing like there's no tomorrow by hand with paper. So he will get a comment from Greta Thunberg for cutting all the trees just to write receipts on paper for me. So
Guys, how are you doing? How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. You know what? Already, hi Glenn. Welcome, baby. Welcome, Chef Zay. I'm doing good. Good to be here with you. It is good for you to be here, my sweet, lovely sis. And guys, as you already know, I will have my little co-host in the background. She'll fall asleep soon, don't worry. And we have totally made history on the Let's Talk show. By the way, guys, I've been doing this for about 7 months now, right? And this is the very first time that the guest is so on time that we both appear on screen together.
Do that. Yeah.
that's it.
I know if I allow Ragus to say why, he would say, "Oh, it's a German in me."
If I say that, then the problem is that the political correctness is definitely gone, and I didn't want to, I didn't want to f it up in just the first 2 minutes. So I thought I would wait with that joke until the very end. So one leads to the other usually, and therefore now I'm obviously we had enough time to prepare for this, and I'm really grateful for the invitation, knowing that the bar is high because I've seen a lot of distinguished guests on your channel already. So I'm very aside all the jokes that most likely will come anyway. I will take this very serious, obviously, because I think you have created a wonderful talk format, and there's not many talk formats that I watch actually on YouTube. Literally, there are two that I regularly watch, even though from the bushes. There's obviously our Mr. President, who is now in the bushes most likely, and counting his nuts for winter. And then obviously you, because you have wonderful formats and wonderful guests always. There's a lot of things going on your channel with sometimes very emotional, obviously, and but also
Mm.
sometimes even I burst out in laughter. And it is not too easy to entertain me, to be honest, but it is always fun watching you. And you have a very, very nice way to talk to people, make them talk, and make them the center of the conversation, which is not always happening very often.
Wow. What big compliments. Thank you. My head's swelling up now.
You can
Thank you.
PayPal me later, don't worry. For
Thank
you
you
can
so
PayPal me
much.
another €2, which would then double the amount of Amazon.
Ruggles, don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you, those €2 is gonna be 2 million or 2 billions. I'm telling
It
you,
would
with
be.
time,
It would be nice.
with time. I don't know how long, but with time.
We talk in 5 lifetimes again.
Never mind. Your name will, the good thing is your name will still be on them. And that's worth more than anything else.
Yeah. In 200 years, they're going to call me oldies but goldies.
That is it. Oh gosh, thank you so much, Ragas, for coming. I am truly honored for you showing up. I'm truly honored for everyone who takes time out and come here and sit with me. You know, sometimes we have to just see each other and encourage each other and look at effort that people put into doing things and like same thing with your music as well. Just appreciate the time that people put into it and the efforts and the commitments that they put into it. So I really do appreciate you. And it touched my heart when you said that, okay, you take it seriously because even though I come all the time and I joke and I laugh, but I tend to think that I want it to be impactful, if
Of
that's a
course.
better word to
Oh,
say.
yeah. And you are.
So so it means a lot to you saying that, honestly. So I'm just gonna like greet everyone and then we get this show on the road.
By the
You,
way, if
you
you hear one thing, if you hear funny noises, my dogs are still alive, so don't worry. They're not going to be in the oven. It's just they're jealous.
hello
Sorry for
doggies.
that.
Don't worry about it, Raggers. We have all sort of things coming on the show. You'll soon hear my daughter. Then you'll no longer be worrying about your pets. So yes, so guys, welcome, 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 welcome. Please do like as you join. If you don't have to, do not skip my ads. And also, share the live stream out. It promises to be a good one, guys. We are so honored to have our lovely, distinguished guest. And later on, you will hear much more about him. Like, you're going to be like, what? I didn't know all these things. So, you get all the lovely surprises about the world of Ragus. And some of us like to refer to him as father, even though he said that he's the unholy father. But I'm starting to think that he's getting holy these days.
That's part of me being the unholy one. That's the that's uh, that's the best thing that can possibly happen, I guess. But yeah, I mean, obviously, this
Absolutely.
is a story that we can talk about a little bit as well because obviously it is part of my YouTube journey, and
Mhm.
yeah, beside many other things that people have created as a mystery around myself, so to speak, and yeah, it is most likely that well, it is fun, but yeah,
Absolute fun. Fun,
unofficial
no other
Ragos
word to
first.
describe it but fun.
Unofficial Ragos first.
Yes, yes. So, welcome in, guys. Marciano, my darling, welcome in. I'm so sorry I didn't even greet you as you entered the door. So, pardon my manners. And Chef Zaid, I'm going to give you a jacket shortly, my darling. Tia Marie, it is so good to see you here. And Glenn, my darling, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining. Guys, please go ahead and share. Let somebody know that we have started. And we are gonna go right into it, guys. We've got to respect Ragus' time. He is ahead of me in time, I think. And I am at 10 p.m. So I'm guessing it's almost like soon midnight for him. So we better get this show on the road with no delay. We are a scheduled program, so everyone knows the time that we start. So, we shall be getting on. So, let me tell you a little bit about Ragus, and then I'll allow him to do a better job than me. So, he is based in Germany, so he doesn't mind saying it because I've heard him say it on his live a lot of time, Munich to be exact. And he is known for his unique blend of music. Guys, we're gonna talk about that music. It fascinates me. It really does fascinate me, the music that you do, because it's just different, it's unusual. And so tonight we're just gonna have a bit of a discussion with Ragas, just like we do with our other normal guests, but we are going to speak to him as a content creator and as a producer. So guys, you're in for a treat. So y'all can't say that you don't know anyone who's a producer and all of that stuff, okay? So we've got it all. We've got a 2 for 1 tonight, guys. So first, Ragus, if you can just tell us a little bit about you, just the world of Ragus on YouTube, and then we'll go into the official stuff.
All
It's
right.
over to you.
Thank you
Welcome
so
in,
much.
guys. You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much. Thank you so much. Thank you for again for the invitation. It's really a pleasure being here. Again, in the long list of distinguished guests that you had. Also, would like to introduce myself very quick because I believe there's 3 or 2 people who don't know me on your channel. So my name is the World of Ragus.
Absolutely.
I'm
Ragus,
on
sorry to
YouTube.
cut you. Can you please just drop a comment for me? Let me pin you on top of the chat so people can go be checking out your channel.
Sure,
Yes, I'm sorry to cut into you
no
whilst you were
problem.
talking.
So hello,
Uh,
everyone. For those who
yeah,
don't
do
know, there
it.
might be 3 or 2 people in this channel who don't. I'm the World of Ragus from Munich, Germany. Munich is in the south of Germany, relatively near to Austria. But yeah, we are still on the right side of the border, so everything is cool. And I started my YouTube journey like 4.75 years ago, like February, March ish in 2020, 2021, I believe it was, when all this COVID thing came in, like many others did as well. Started with copyrighted music DJ mixes and didn't bother about monetization, didn't know about monetization. I had no idea about nothing like anyone else who started. February this year, I just keep it as sweet and short as possible. Otherwise, Simone will start snoring and then all the rainforest will be gone. So the thing is that, sorry, guys, you can go to the uh, Court of Human Rights later after the show and complain about me in Den Haag and in The Hague. So, um, like 10 months ago from now, like beginning of the year, I coincidentally met a person called, Red's Room. He was here numerous times already as well. And he did his ring, ring, ding, ding thing in the car, and he got the attention of people just by sitting in the car with his smartphone and talking to the chat. And I was like, what in the Lord's name is going on there? Why is he talking to his phone and he just sees the chat reactions? Again, long story short, I was introduced to the Goga tribe. Obviously, met Mr. President for an audience, as you usually only get for the Pope after 10 years waiting. Had many conversations and connected with a lot of people from the tribe and from this wonderful community. And I always call myself jokingly the white minority in this community. So, I'm entitled to do this joke because I am the white minority of this community. So, in the end of the day, the point is that I've met many people, and one day I met Simone on Goga's Sunday service, and the story of her and her life, and living in the UK and everything was super interesting, and it was very very cool to learn about that. Other than the fact that she has, as I already said in the beginning, a very wonderful personality. So about my YouTube channel, I started with copyrighted music, and then from February on, I was interested in getting monetized, but I had no idea how. Then I got butt kicked from the community in a daily or even sometimes hourly basis. Like, Ragus, you have to do more content. Ragus, you have to take the copyright away. Ragus, do this. Ragus, do that. Ragus, run, run, run. And I was like, okay, there you go. Old man starting running again. So started my first monetization try in June this year. And it was obviously denied because of all the copyrighted music that was on there. So I was at 3,200 watch hours. That was for the first half of monetization. Went down, so I had to clean up my channel within a day. And within a day, I was down to 2,200 and something from 3,400. So I lost 1,200 watch hours. And that actually made me starting to do my own music, starting to do a total new concept on my channel. Found music that is royalty free or that I can play officially with a license. Used that for DJ mixes, and then started to create my own music. And uploaded it with no video, no nothing, just a cover, just the tracks, and obviously very simple. I'm not a David Guetta or something, so starting it like half a year ago, roughly, have 20 something, nearly 30 tracks out. Released my first EP, which is called Extended Play with 5 tracks, like 3 weeks ago on all the relevant platforms. And yeah, that kept me away from YouTube, to be honest, a little bit, because I have then started also to license my music. Now it is all official licensed. So that's why you can also find it on YouTube. If you do videos or if you do shorts, you can just look for the World of Ragus, choose one of the tracks and play it. That would have no copyright issues whatsoever. But later that into that. So currently I'm on all the platforms with the World of Ragus, and the music is there. So feel free to watch it, whichever platform you usually use to consume music. YouTube music is possible. YouTube has created a topic now, the World of Ragus topic, because I'm so important. Not that I cannot even do my own channel there. So, yeah, that's a brief overview of me. As you see, Christmas season is coming, and the white beard is there for a purpose. I let it grow from, well, I got to cut it again before beginning of December, but on the 24th of December, when in Germany we do, that is our big day for Christmas. I usually start Christmas with how do I call it, senior home tour. There are 3 senior homes nearby, and I do the Santa Claus there, and we sing some Christmas songs together and with the old people, and I read them a little Christmas story, and then after that little tour, my real Christmas starts, and then I can wear my sweatpants again and my dirty T-shirt after cooking, because I'm the chef at home doing the turkey and all that stuff. Yeah, but that is after that, and so therefore, looking how I have to shave it and cut it from this part and all that stuff. Yeah, that's brief about me. I hope that was short enough.
It was, it was. You wouldn't know who showed up out of the bushes. You
Of course,
wouldn't
of
know.
course. I'm watching the chat right away. So everyone, of course, Mr. President, I bow, I bow, I bow. Obviously, I'm not going on my knees because that could give wrong thoughts. But giving, giving, giving you the unholy bow. Hope that everything is great, and also on behalf of our very hosts, hello everyone in the chat. I see Lucy Women's Word is there, Samsung Word is there, very
Oh,
the holiest
love
of all
this.
president is there, Boy Tomato is there, obviously Tina Marie is there, and yeah, I'd like to all, before I even let her host do her own show again, guys, I would like to see some appreciation in the chat for this wonderful host Simone TV
Mm.
here, because she's doing this for quite a while now, and she's doing that with a constant high quality, and I think she does deserve a huge round of applause. So if you guys could put your hands together in the chat and do that for me, that would be motivating me to give you even more of the Ragos gossip later on.
Thank you so much, Ragus. Thank you so much. You know what? I love that your energy is always on high. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I have to
Ragus,
clarify. I'm not. I mean, I mean,
are you sure?
once Once someone said to me, Ragus, you don't have to take drugs. You are stoned by nature, so don't.
You actually are. You actually are. Thank you so much, Goga. Thank you so much, everyone. You know you're important, Ragus. You are way, way at the top of the list because Mr. President actually woke up today. He just normally every Saturday night what he does, he nods off and then he peeped to see if I've raided, and then he nods off again, and then he wake up again and see, and then when he see that I've raided, then he go into deep sleep. But today's woke up. I'm joking anyway. He's always supporting me,
Of
honestly,
course,
and I feel so honored. He came up here the other week when I was waiting for my guests and just kept me company on stage. And I appreciate the people in the community because we do know that some people carry their names carry weight. We know, but I love the fact that we have mutual respect for each other. It's absolutely amazing.
yeah.
So, thank you so much, Ragus, for giving us that brief introduction of yourself and your channel and everything. Ragus, I've got so many questions for you. I've got so many questions for you. But I want to first, yes, you've called out everyone that came and you officially called their name. Guys, if I have not called you out by name and you are here, you know already that I appreciate you. You all know in the chat that you are my darlings and my sweetie pies and my honey bunch. All of you, all of you. I know Goga said one day, you think you're very special when you meet Simone on a chat and she start being like, "Oh, hello, darling," until you see she start calling everyone else darling. Until you see that she starts calling everyone else darling. So I
Oh,
love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys, and I like to show mutual appreciation to everybody because I like when everybody feel appreciated and loved and wanted and all that. So thank you so much for coming in, everyone. That's my overall general greetings for you all because I've got a couple of questions for our dear Father Ragus here. I want to ask you first because when you were talking, I couldn't help but realize that from the get go, you were a brand. Goga is always saying that you are your own brand. So you are a brand because you started. Did you start YouTube with the World of Ragus?
yes, I did actually, because in the old days, uh, I'm old. In the old in the old days, 30 years ago, when I was in clubs, I was actually called DJ Ragus, but obviously there
Oh,
was no internet or something like that. So, and then I thought, yeah, but this is YouTube. Yeah, I'm doing DJing, but DJ Ragus is actually dead because he died when I did my final club appearance back then.
no.
And then I thought, but Ragus is cool. And for those of you who still didn't get it, if you turn around Ragus the other way around, then you know what some people called me back then. And I was like, well, I'm not wearing a pink dress just for that. So I just turned sugar to Ragus, and that's how the name was actually born in the first place. So I thought, okay, but okay, music is my thing, techno house, that kind of stuff. So let the people. And I was sitting here like, what would the people think if they would dive into the world of Ragus? And that was how the name was born, literally. And that is how I started. Yeah.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing because now all the other platforms that you're on, I know that you're on Spotify. That's why I listen to you on Spotify. Spotify is amazing. I didn't used to use it before, but when I was on your live stream and you were like, guys, I'm now on Spotify, and I'm like, I need to support Ragus. And I downloaded it, made an account and everything. And I realized that out of all of the streaming platforms, Spotify is the one that when you put it on your phone, doesn't matter what else you're doing, it stays there and play in the background. You could open 10 other apps, you can do anything you want to do, and it never stops
Yeah.
playing. So you could be reading a book or something, and it's just there in the background. And that's how
True. It's like radio,
I,
actually, in the past.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I love it. I didn't even use it before. I don't like this good thing is here, and they actually. tell you, like, based upon the type of music that you listen to, like, here's some that we recommend for you, and they will tell you, like, or when you have new music they tell me as well. So
So you are the
well
one top
done.
listener that I have then most likely, because it says in Spotify, it says in the artist part of Spotify, it says, yeah, you have so and so many listeners, so and so many subscribers, and you have one top listener. That must be you then. So just to let you know, as you if you never had Spotify before, you will witness this year. Then in a week's time, in beginning of December, they always do the recap, like what have you listened to the most, what artist, what music, what was the most favorite song, etc., etc. And I just
Mhm.
yesterday recorded the first time ever this annual greeting to my fans. So you will be the only one getting it because only the top listeners get it. So so I made this video literally just for you.
Raggers, well, I'm somebody. Don't
You are
worry.
indeed. You're my VIP listener, as it turns out. Now I know.
Exactly. Oh wow. Goga is down there making jokes like, thank God
Yeah,
he's
you have to
16
actually
and
kick him out. He
stuff.
claims that he's a minor, and minors at this time of the bed, at this time of the time, they have to be in bed. Big
I
cup of coffee,
know.
a glass of milk with a little bit of honey in it. Looking that there's no monster under the bed and all that stuff. Goga, go to bed.
Go to bed. He's even throwing shades at me. He's like, "Oh, Spotify unwrapped. Goga, leave me alone. I didn't know. I invest all my time in YouTube."
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways.
Spotify Unwrapped, I think it's called. Yeah, it's the end of the year thing, and so this is so you have 30 seconds to thank your audience, tell them how great they are, tell them what you plan for next year, and then you have to put a funny face that is kind of camera, good, that the camera lens doesn't break when you record this, and then hoping that the audience will not pass out when they see it because of shock or something, because I don't really see myself as a camera guy. And for many years, for the first, well, actually until February this year, when I joined the community, I have never been on camera myself with my face. Never.
Really?
No, only thing you either saw was some gifs running around like a record, or you saw maximum my hands on the decks. That was it. Because I wanted to put
Okay.
the music in front and not myself.
Oh, wow. So that's how you started. So you said that you started. I know that I've asked you already about the name, and you already told us where the name comes from and all of that. So when you started YouTube, you started with the World of Ragus, and
Yeah,
you started playing the music that you knew about copyright and all of those stuff, or you didn't know?
I had, and I didn't care. I mean, obviously, the only thing I didn't want to happen is to be banned. And the first video, and the first mix, I have to say, was it was lousy. It was so bad. But there was a fellow DJ from the north of Germany who was kind enough, or I don't know, under whatever influence he was now. He was very kind and gave me a very nice comment on, yeah, thanks for bringing the times back again, 90s stuff. And I was like, okay, then let's do the. And then obviously, you upload the thing. It was like 45 minutes. It's all gone now, unfortunately. But
Mm.
yeah,
Oh, it's
because
the
of the
copyright.
monetization thing.
Mhm.
Interestingly, I did two mixes by now, again with copyrighted music, and nothing happens. So I'm not demonetized whatsoever.
Oh,
But they
wow.
didn't get me
What,
monetized.
you didn't know? You didn't realize?
Well, I did. I had in the first 3.5 years, I had no idea at all. I had no idea at all. What about? Yeah, there came this one. Yeah, copyright. Ta 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 ta. But I was like, yeah, whatever. I just do that as a hobby. Who cares about the money? I was actually, all these wonderful people from the community were my, and now, I'm sorry, I cannot resist doing this joke. They were my slave drivers, more or less, getting me working, 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 working on my YouTube channel. They were like behind me with a whip. So as I said, white minority in the community. So, vice versa thing, payback after many, many years. And they did the whip thing, and they got me encouraged. Lagos, you have to get monetized. Why do you have 12,000 or 11,000 subscribers and you are not monetized? Da, 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 da. And I was like, oh, there you go. And okay, and then is when people started living on my channel, literally, giving me the watch hours and doing all these things. And I will be forever grateful for that, obviously. But in the end of the day, it was a lot of work and still is, even though I'm not appearing much on YouTube these days, because in the background, I do have an ordinary life, believe it or not, still having a regular job, and that is where I just came from. like 15, 20 minutes ago. And yeah, just on time for this show. I would have never missed this out, and I would have even walked in the park in the dark with my smartphone with almost no battery on. But yeah, we got it done. So had to skip my live session that I was had planned for before, but we'll do that tomorrow at lunchtime, matinee, so to speak.
Okay, no problem. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that, Ragus. Honestly, I do not take it for granted, and I'm so glad that you actually came. I'm
Of
so
course.
glad because at least sometimes even though we are in the community and people see what we're doing and they support, sometimes we want to have a little bit more insight of what's
Mhm.
going on, if you understand what I mean. So later on I'm gonna like ask you about the music, but back to your YouTube channel just for a little bit. Don't worry, it's not those strict interview where we have the questions and stuff, but it's I want us to get to know the world of Ragus a bit better because if I should like look on the outside and somebody would ask me who is Ragus, I would start saying like he's one of the most jovial person that you know, but he's also one of the most, what do you call that word? Kind of studious, kind of, all well put together and stuff. You get your stuff done, you're on time, you have your upcomings on your channel and all of that good stuff, if you know what I mean. You don't just leave it by thin air. And you're also very kind and generous. And I don't mean generous like to say, oh, you'll give a super chat here and there or whatever. You actually do, show empathy for people, respect people, show up on their channels, bring a laugh on their face, or, all of that. And like even how you honored Anastasia the other day on your record. And I think that was really nice. So, saying that, that is our take, that is my take of you. But like you in yourself coming on YouTube, did you think about like putting yourself out there for people getting to know you? Did you want to stay behind the cameras? Did
Yeah.
you want us just to see your hands?
First, let me just grab on one sentence that you said. Me being put well put together. That's the first time in decades that I hear that, to be honest. Because usually people call me totally insane, but hopefully in a positive way. But no, my intention was never to appear on camera
Welcome,
with my face
guys.
or whatever, because I. So here's the thing: when you're a DJ in the '90s, or when you were a DJ end of the '80s until the mid '90s, I did that for quite some years. You were not the center of the party. That was
Mm.
more in the 70s, with the disco and the Studio 54. That was the DJ and the dance floor and the stars. But in my world, or back then when I played the tiny little clubs with house music and stuff like that, the DJ was not the epicenter of the party. And that is why I did not appear on camera for a very, very long time until this year, February, after I met Red's Room, after I met Goga, after I met some people like Tinnitus Damilola Bukola, who is also here. Hello, my darling, good evening. And I call her Miss Tinnitus due to obvious reasons, because when she screams my name, my ears are actually gone. So, and the entire world is deaf. So, um, but people like her, like Nate Chovy, like Unfiltered Maria, and all these people, they kick my butt. Like, hey, if you want to get your channel more seen, and if you want to get your people, if you want to get yourself heard, and if you want to get more attention, you have to appear on camera by yourself. That is the only reason why I did. Otherwise, I would still be Mr. Anonymous and just having my hands on the screen and having my DJ deck on the screen. And that is the most important for me, not because I want to show that I have two hands, but that the music is actually in the focus. And most of the times, I didn't even have my hands on the screen. I just had the GIF in the background that was actually playing a record. And that was it. And I never intended to appear on screen myself.
Wow, that's really interesting, Ragus. I didn't know that when Dami and them met you that you were a faceless channel at that time.
So
I
not
did not know.
faceless, because that guy's dead, but faceless, that was me. Yeah.
Ragus behaviors. Goga, come up here. Goga, come up here and keep Ragus in check. Oh, that's amazing to know. You know what? You learn something every day because even though I had a look at your channel, but I know you've cleaned up and everything.
Oh
Even
yeah.
though I've had a look at your channel, I support you a lot as well. But that is something that I did not know. Who is that? Who is that in the chat? So, that is something that I absolutely did not know, Ragus. And even though you said that you were faceless and you were just showing your hands and everything, somebody could have seen that there is something in you you need to come for and show us and move this channel forward. Even though I think a lot of people that I interview say like I did not start YouTube. Even myself, I say it sometimes, I did not know about monetization. I absolutely did not know about copyright. I did not know about YouTube communities and
Mm.
all that. So I think most of us were sort of in that boat. But you did, I think in myself that you did after you were told about the watch hours and everything, you worked quite quickly. You got monetized quite quickly after you started to compare
No.
um
Well, yes and no. So, to be honest, until February this year, I didn't take YouTube serious at all. I almost did nothing in 2024 because I simply didn't have the time and I wasn't in the moods to do any DJ
mm,
stuff. So I have my stuff here. It got a little dusty, so I clean it every now and then, just to get the dust away. But I never really touched the gear. Um, and I was like, I don't know, out of the blue, like in in December, January ish, I was like, ah, come on, let's start it again. Let's have some fun. Let's do some DJ stuff. And then I went through some channels, and that is how I met Red Room. Total
thank you, Gogo.
coincidence. Sitting on my sofa and watching it, doing the Tinder thing just upwards, on shorts. And when I saw Red Room's channel, it was a match. So that is how. And then I mean, obviously, then I was rethinking. I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, I got the gear here and all that stuff, and that is where people then started seeing my face the first time. So I set up my camera. I had no knowledge about vertical streaming when you do a live and stuff like that because you get seen better. No, I always set it horizontal. Um, now I do it. Now I do it vertical. Now on Twitch again, I have to do it horizontal because otherwise you don't get seen there. On TikTok, you can only do it with the phone, so it's horizontal anyway. There are so many regulations on all these streams and all these channels, and you're like, oh Jesus Christ. One day I will, I will write my own ChatGPT, Ragus GPT program, so to speak, just to give advice on how to stream where. So to get attention, it is insane. But yeah, it is how it is, and now obviously since I'm on camera for three-quarter of a year almost, it is like I got familiar with it, and people didn't die because they see me. So I think that might be a sign to, not me being part of the fun fair when you go on this ghost carousel things, and getting scared there. So yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely amazing. And I must take this opportunity to say, like, well done to those ladies for like pushing you to like, come on screen, do your videos and everything. Even though to me you seem to be a self-driven person anyway, because after you were told about that and everything, I saw you with, as you were saying, with those fun fair things and everything, just working in to get those watch hours. And well done, even though you got a blow. I have to tell you this joke. I think I told you already, Ragus. You know, when I saw you, I think it was on Dammy's Live, and you were like, I put the thing in, I'm just waiting. And then I started saying, then I started saying, "You've got it, Ragus," with all my cherry chirpy stuff. Like, that is it. You tomorrow you're gonna be monetized. Congratulations. Ragas, I came to your live stream one day after, and like you didn't get to, you're like, no, 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 take that thing. It's back. It's back.
Don't congratulate before it happens. That is a German thing. Don't. And what happened? Boom! It didn't happen. So therefore, that was in June. But then again, I mean, I was like, okay, there's two options now, and I was really like pissed
Hi,
off to say the
Sparrow.
least. I was pissed off to say the least. I wouldn't in
Yes.
other words because you have someone there in the background. So I will keep it as family friendly as I possibly can today. So um, I was
Please.
picked to Goga that day, and I was like, I didn't get it.
Mm,
They declined me. I did this weird appeal video thing, which I worked
mhm,
3 hours on, and for a 5 minute video with a nice presentation, half an hour later,
mhm,
nope. And I was like, I
mm.
didn't want to say that. So I take care of the next generation. So I was really not amused, as the late Queen Elizabeth would have said. Um, she said that once, by the way. I'm not amused, but the thing is that then I was like, I spoke to Goga. I said, Goga, what do you think? I'm really tempted to just close the whole thing completely down, kill it
Wow.
completely, and start it again from zero.
Mm,
Goga, not Nechovi, and Maria, unfiltered Maria, almost handcuffed me on my chair. No, don't do that. We will
that's
help you with
good.
we will help you with the watch hours, my brother. We will help you with the watch hours. So and okay, that was on I think on a Friday or something, and then I sat down on Saturday and I have deleted all copyrighted music. My luck was, however, that I had almost done nothing in 2024 because
Mm,
YouTube only counts back the watch hours 1 year, but not
mm,
the entire time. So
mm,
yeah, I was lucky but still unlucky. So or unlucky but still lucky.
mhm,
So Murphy's law only partially hit in, and yeah, that is how then. And then obviously with the help of the community, people living on my channel for and exactly 4 weeks later. So this is a fun thing. If you all remember, YouTube has changed a couple of things in regards of loops and reuse content and everything in July,
mhm.
effective July the
15th.
18th to be uh, or 17th, I believe, to be then active. However, I knew, and I spoke to Goga about that. I said, "Bro, I have all these loops now for the watch hours. People were watching that, this 10 hour, 12 hour things."
Mhm.
And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, if now they make me a fuss out of that as well, then F you, then I would just delete YouTube and do whatever, I don't know, sing in the streets, even though I cannot sing, but whatever, to get some sense. Um, and on that very day, the day before that happened, I don't remember the exact. I have to check on my YouTube post or something. The day that that happened,
Mm,
the day before that happened,
mm.
I had 3,002 or 3,003 watch hours. So I was like, and Goga said, hit the button, apply again, now, 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 now. So I was entitled. So I had this 4 weeks, right, to
Mhm.
go to conclave again, to confess all my sins to Google and YouTube and whoever there is in the sky of Silicon Valley, and then boom, applied. Everything else was done, this Google AdSense, all this money thing. And then
Mhm.
1 a.m. in the night, I got this. Then I got the email, "Welcome to the YouTube community," and I was almost crying. Can you believe it?
Oh.
Because it was so 4 intensive weeks, full-time job, DJing, producing my own tracks by then on a almost weekly basis, and trying to get the watch hours and trying to be a good boy for a change, it's not happening too often, and confessing all my beans and banana sins, and yeah, then finally I got there, and you even got there quicker than me. I think a week or something.
Did it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You were done a couple of days before me. But you were
Yeah,
monetized.
we were just before that thing came in, that 15th of July thing
Yeah,
came in. So
yeah.
we thank God. We thank God. Go
Hallelujah.
get behave yourself down there. So as you were saying that, Ragus, and also I interview people on the show as well, but I also use it as a means, as you might have seen some of the shows as well. I also use it as a means of and I'm gonna show you guys Ragus's channel shortly after this question. After he's finished talking, I'll put his channel up. But I also use it as a means of encouraging like upcoming content creators, some that have already passed their year mark and they start losing watch hours, and some that you may apply and they might say no the first time, and you might feel deflated because you're a human being, and you might feel like giving up, but like unless it's copyright, like deleting the videos and deleting the channel is never ever the first option. And I just want you to take a couple of minutes, Rugged. So like there might be content creators on here. I do have like good replay people that just comes and watch these streams over again. So if it's just to help one person, because you've experienced it, you've experienced being over the year mark, you've experienced losing the watch hours, you've experienced the first decline, and you've experienced going back right in there and being so successful afterwards. So if you could just use that to encourage, if it's even just one person.
Well, the most important is still the most important thing after all this declines and all this stuff is like ha 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 ha, staying alive. No, but on a on a serious note, it was brutal. The feeling was brutal. It was a punch in the face and in the stomach at the same time, because you put so much effort into the channel, and obviously I never got a ban because of the copyrighted music. Plus also the artists, they whose music I played, they most likely got a few cents out of that because of the commercials. um, you know, those legendary DJs and producers who I really adore. But
Mhm.
I mean, obviously, my strong recommendation is, and that is what I've learned in the most positive way. Um, Go and be part of a community. Don't only ask them to help you to get the watch hours. Also visit their channels, even though you're busy
Absolutely.
with yours, obviously. But you don't get any watch hours if you watch your own channel all the time anyway. So go watch, go be part of a community, interact. I joined this community not because of watch hours, because I wasn't bothered, to be honest, in February.
Mm.
I was
Mm.
only I got like, I got this challenge from all this from the community. If I would
Mhm.
have been happy to just be part of the community without doing being monetized. But then, when you get these people tickling you, like, Rakus, what do you think about? Do you like my dollar sign? Do you like when I get colors? What about you getting colors? Come on, bro. Get your ass move.
Mhm.
Sorry, get your butt moving, and so on and so on and so on. Rakus, you have to do different. Come on, do this, do that, do that, and then, but yeah, it is work. And then especially when you have to delete 4 years of work that you have put into it, because
Mm.
all the copyrighted DJ mixes that I did. But then again, if I look at my channel now, okay, I have to admit the last 4 or 5 weeks I wasn't too busy on it, because really I have other things to do as well. And I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just like work is a lot, and producing music is not easy. I think we come to that a little later. On the other hand, it it also so now looking at my channel now, comparing to like 3, 4, 5 months ago, it is a total different story. And I look at it now and I think like, look, I have so many alternatives. Not if I'm not online too much, and if I cannot do lives, I can still do another tutorial video. I can do another live session when I create a track in the night and stuff like that. And do this, and without me talking to people, then I just focus on the music, obviously, and I don't even see the chat. And I learned about Nightbot, and you learn a lot of things. And once you have realized that, okay, it might feel like a failure. Well, it does feel like a failure, to be honest. I don't want to make it sound better than it is, but we have a saying in Germany: wipe your mouth and keep walking, right? And that is like, you better stand up once more than you fall. Period. That's what I've learned. And that 4 weeks between getting denied and then getting accepted, uh, that was indeed um, that was indeed a big, big, big movement. A lot of work, sleepless nights, and I mean really, literally sleepless nights
Really?
when I came home, computer, glass of water, can of coffee, doing all the things that I did. Sleeping, not I had days when I didn't sleep for 2.5 days because then next morning I still went back to work. And no, I'm still not at work.
Wow.
So don't do it that way because it could cause a heart attack and then eventually. Also take your time out, but don't give up because you will
Don't.
see one day. And I mean, it is always the hard way that you go. If you want to do it solid, do it. If you want to do it solid. But then you will see very soon that okay, the watch hours are growing. The community, the people who are on my chat, they are from a community who I am proudly part of. And I'm talking about me now,
Mhm.
really proud being part of this community, meeting wonderful people such as Simon, such as Goga, such as whoever is in here and on the Goga tribe, and it is very encouraging. And it is very encouraging if you don't do it alone. If you, and I want to quote really one thing real quick on what Goga said a couple of months ago. It is cool if you have thousands and thousands and millions of followers, but it doesn't help you, or
Mm.
subscribers in this case. We're on YouTube. I have to combine that with the other social platforms that I'm on, but um, it doesn't help you you don't if they're not coming to your stream.
Yeah.
Give an example. I have 13,000 something subscribers. Yeah, sounds great. To
Mm.
be successful with your channel, I did some mathematics on it. To be successful with your channel in regards of having regular people on your live stream, comparing to the number of subscribers that you have,
Subscribers.
you need 1% of your subscribers on your stream regularly, like all the time. In my
Mm.
case, that would be 130 something people. Truth is, on my channel, if I do a live, if I'm lucky, there will be like 20-ish something, even
Mm.
though we've got 13,000 subscribers. So most of them most likely dead in a tombstone or not on YouTube anymore or whatever. You never know. Or just not interested or they have other things to do or they're now on TikTok or OnlyFans or whatever. I don't know. But on the
Yeah.
other hand, the point is that still don't give up. I mean, every
Absolutely.
visitor, and I'm not talking about watch hours right now, but every visitor that is coming to your channel, regardless by watching a video, a short, with or without comment, hitting the like button, but or being on your live stream, is one potential person with the interest, with interest in what you do.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
You're right. You are right. You are right.
should have put my priest gown on.
It was a good message. Look, Goga is being so rude down there in the chat, Regis. I was just leaving the message there. And for someone to be encouraged because a lot of times we don't even know what we're doing. We're speaking into other people and we don't know. Can you imagine he left me a message like, Simone, remove that message so I can see Regus's belly. He's so rude.
The
Someone
thing is,
left me.
my belly is deducting, my friend. My belly is deducting. And
He,
I swear to God, Goga, what I gonna do just to torture you when I come to Kenya in spring, I will go to one of your yoga classes. And before I go to one of your yoga classes, I will invent the alternative breathing position. And then Hiroshima or Nagasaki is a kindergarten against that. Trust me on that one. So just saying, that was, by the way, not a threat, but a promise. And promises is what I usually keep. So there you go.
Goga, you asked for it. I'm not even saying nothing on that. You asked for it and you got it. So, thank you so much for that, Ragus. And guys, I hope you have heard. Guys, if the ads are too much, just let me know. Goga is complaining because he always give us too much at the Sunday service and I complain. So, guys, I hope that you are hearing, right? And you heard what Ragus said. Please do not give up on this YouTube journey. He is a living example. Stick around, stay tuned. You are going to hear the things that Ragus is doing on YouTube right now. By the way, if you are not already connected to Ragus, go to the pin link on the chat and go check him out. I'm gonna share his what do you call it again? His
Channel?
channel. Yes.
Yeah, you call it
His
channel. That is
Yes,
good clever.
his channel. It's Golga that is confusing me, Ragus. It's Golga that is confusing me. Okay, let me go make sure that it is actually on your channel before I share it. So, where are you? Here. Yes, guys. So thank you so much for joining, everyone. I see you all down there. Like my bestie always say to me, "Don't worry, bestie. Don't feel bad about stopping every 10 seconds to call out everybody's name, because like when your channel blow up or something, you're not gonna be able to be calling everyone name. So you have to get them used to it from now." I'm joking, but it is true. Sometimes we have to, there are different streams for different purposes, and sometimes we have to just accept the fact that this is a stream where we're showcasing a channel, we're highlighting a channel, we're speaking to somebody about, their channel, what they do, their music, and all that. So it's not like it's a thingy. It's one of those ones where we just sit down and have a chit chat. So hopefully everyone will understand. And oh, it's against a white background, so you can't see much. But guys, this is Ragus's channel on screen. And as I said before, it usually, guys, when I have my guests, I always thank you, Mash. Oh, Mash thinks that your channel is really nice, Ragus. So usually, guys, thank you for still being here, Lucy. I appreciate you. So usually, guys, when I have a guest, I'm always saying, "Oh, your channel is this, is your handle the same as your channel?" But guys, I've already looked at Ragus's channel. I can't say nothing. I only have to say well done. It's like my guest last week as well. There were no advisories. When you get your car MOT, then they're like, "You've passed with no advisories." So Ragus has passed with no advisories. And that is something that I wanted to speak to Ragus about as well. Like how he's that's what I was talking about when I said all put together. And I'm gonna go to the actual YouTube page and show you guys like all his videos. They've got thumbnails over them. I just did this the other day, inspired by Goga's class. I did a channel trailer for my channel where he's got his upcoming here as well. I don't know if after your upcoming do you have a trailer there or something, but I just did the same thing in customizing my channel the other day after Goga's lesson, when he was saying like we should look into like our channels and stuff and try to make a bit of upgrade. So this here is his channel, guys. If you're not already connected, go and connect to him. These are his music up here. He does the regular live streams as well. And he's got lots of videos, and he's got a lot of stuff on his channel, guys. Honestly, I must say that even if you're a member and stuff, he's got lots of members only content and stuff like that. So you can go and check him out. And this is what I was talking about, guys. And we have to be intentional about our channels. Like you go to his channel, you don't see any half of a video, kind of set the what do you call it? Is it the horizontal way? And it's not that we're criticizing anyone's channel, guys, but if you look, you can see that he has invested some time into making his channel look so, presentable. Presentable, and that's him there mixing and stuff and doing his music. And his channel is really nice. It's really nice. A lovely channel. So go over there, guys, and check him out. Let us go back to Ragus on StreamYard now. So, and stop sharing his channel for a minute so you can actually see him, right? Thank you so much for coming. Um, Ragus is something else.
I just see
Sim,
a lot
I'm a
of those.
badly damaged by the hurricane, sis. Oh, wow, wow. Let us take a minute, guys, to say to Cheryl, Cheryl, we have been praying. Very tidy homepage. I love it. That's what Goga says. Thank you so much for your blessing, Goga. God bless you. It is so, so tidy, honestly. And that's why I jokingly said about the advisories, but honestly, it is an example. And guys, you can go over there and have a look and let us set up our channels as well. And we'll speak about that at the end, later on in the end of the show. I just want to take a minute, Ragus, to just refer to Cheryl. Cheryl, we are really sorry. Our heart goes out to you there in Jamaica. I've done couple of prayer sessions where I have prayed openly for Jamaica, for my fellow Jamaicans, and for everyone that is affected by Hurricane Melissa. My family's there. I've got siblings, my dad, my mom, my nan, they're all there, and everyone impacted in some which way or another. But for you to say that you're badly damaged, same, I am badly damaged by hurricane, sis. um I'm real, my heart goes out to you, Cheryl, and I will contact you later to let you know about people that I know that said that if there's anyone who needs support or anything that you can reach out to. And let me just take this time also to say, and if Father Ragus has said as well that he's somebody that you can reach out. So I'll reach out to you later. Cheryl, you were a guest on one of the shows as well, and we just want to help everyone. Oh, Ragus, thank you. Ragus, behave yourself. God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ragus. God bless you. So, yes, Cheryl. And I would advise you, Cheryl, to go set up a buy me a coffee, or you can let us know in the chat if you do have a buy me a coffee.
She doesn't.
I I want you do not have a buy me a coffee.
I
It
checked
is
already.
free to set up.
Yeah.
It is, you can see Goga there in the chat. He's got a tutorial on how to do it. It's not gonna take you long. I'd suggest that you go there and set it up now. I myself, I do not wish to collect anything for anyone, but I am willing to show people how to channel, how to get the support to you. There
Yeah.
is support. A lot of people are offering support. I was on DS live stream this evening as well, and he was like reaching out to people, and he was saying the same thing, that you have your own means of how you collect your money. Buy me a coffee will take a little small percentage, but anywhere you send it, Remitly takes, Western Union takes,
PayPal.
MoneyGram, PayPal, they
PayPal.
all take a little fee,
Yeah. So if you
so
just for the others as well, in case if you don't have a buy me a coffee or if you're not monetized yet, I encourage you guys to also, regardless of the situation, but pre-monetized, so to speak, is the best way to get some buy me a coffee thing. It's for free. You pay, I think it's like 10% or something as a fee if you then get it to your bank
mhm,
account.
yeah.
PayPal is even better because usually when money comes from abroad, usually the sender, or in that case, me, for instance, would pay the fee, and then you just have to wait like 2 or 3 days, 2 or 3 business days to get it from PayPal to your bank account.
Mm-hmm.
And if you wait that 2 or 3 days, it's without a fee. If you do it like an immediate bank account thing or credit card thing, then they charge you quite some. So, but PayPal is a very good option. If you have a credit card, if you do have a debit card or something, a bank account, set up PayPal as well. That is usually the quickest way without any fee whatsoever for the receiver side. Just if you have any more financial advice you need, follow me. Just feel free.
Rebecca's behave yourself. So Cheryl, I don't even know if Cheryl's on the chat because she's not responding. Cheryl, let us know because it's serious, and um we are very intentional about not just coming out and say, oh, support prayers for Jamaica
Yeah,
and this and that.
true.
If there is somebody come out crying out for help, like we want to know that we can directly reassure you
Hmm.
that something can be done, because it is difficult, it is absolutely difficult. And we have seen the images, and I cannot imagine. Like, I've never witnessed a hurricane like that in Jamaica before, even though my mom said that when I was a baby there was a big one like that, but they say that this one is the absolute worst. Welcome in, my sweet pretty Lily. Welcome in. Ragus, Lily's here to see you.
Of course, of course. I mean, Kirky Lily is also one of those people who, with all joking aside, I mean, she's a funny person. We all know her. She's totally insane, but in the most positive way. And joking aside, she's also one of those who actually showed me that consistency with the channel is absolutely essential. And by the way, if you guys want to complain that I'm smoking, I'm at my own place. I'm not in Simon's place. I mean, virtually I am, but you know what I'm saying. But hey, guys, I had a long day, and I'm not drinking alcohol. I
It's
don't
all
drink that.
right. It's all right. Don't
So
worry.
go to the Geneva, go to the Hague thing somewhere. Kirky Lily knows where it is. Um, however, no, Kirky Lily is really one of those people with all the jokes that she does and with all the fun that she spreads on her channel. But I mean, behind that is a very, very, very smart person. Um,
Yes.
because she, without even telling me, she showed me how consistency looks like, and
Mm-hmm.
you gotta get your butt on camera. You gotta get it done, but you have to get the watch hours. Da da da, boom. And she is, without even telling too much. She's very support. She was and is very supportive of my channel. I know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
hello, Kirky Lily, my darling, Schoolie lady.
Welcome in, sweetie. Oh, Lily, you're getting kissed and everything. Oh my goodness.
I would have kissed you too, but then again, I saw that the guy on the intro video of you is way taller than I am. So you know,
Golda, please come and take Ragas from here. Oh my goodness. Ragas, so going back to the channel and everything, I've got go guys down there laughing. Go guys, just come and get Ragas. You guys.
you have no idea how we are laughing when we talk in private. Not saying anything more, but we never had a
Look at him. Look at him in the chat.
obviously. Yeah, I know it is the husband Goga. You know, I mean, I'm blonde, but I'm not inner blonde. You know, I mean, there's a difference. Just saying.
What you mean? Not just the hair, not the brain, right? So okay. So Ragus,
Mhm.
we have been through, and guys, if you are just joining, you have missed out a bit, quite a bit, I must say. And you have to go back and find out how Ragus used to be a DJ in a club and how he started off his own name, the World of Ragus, and things that we're gonna get into later, how he's a producer and stuff like that. That's the interesting part that I can't wait to ask you. But let me ask you this one last question about the community, your channel, and everything. Tell us how you become the father Ragus. I've got a whole gown, a whole ceremony, a whole. I don't know. Are you a real father? I don't-
I keep it with the words of the mighty Ricky Gervais, who once wisely said, "I'm atheist, thank God." But
Are
the
you?
I am indeed, absolutely. I do believe there's higher power somewhere, but I'm not necessarily a church. I love the music. I'll come to that later, but I'm absolutely not a
Hi,
believer in
Marcus.
the institute of the church. Let's say it that way. Never been.
But that's not atheist, though.
Sorry,
But that's not. Wait, did you say that you're a atheist?
I'm an atheist. Yeah,
But that's not a because you don't believe in the church doesn't
exactly.
mean that's
So
not.
I don't believe in. I don't. Well, I do believe that there's something somewhere, but I wouldn't call it God, and I wouldn't. I'm not believing in the institution of the church. Matter of fact, I do believe there are some sequences, and I
Mm,
combine that. That's why I love gospel house music. I do believe there are sequences that in from the church as well as from music that you can combine together, and that brings you a good feeling from the heart. That gives you a good belief in something better. Let's say it that way. But
welcome
I'm not
everyone.
necessarily a big fan of the institution of the church itself due to many reasons, which I don't really want to reveal here because they're very personal.
Mm,
But
that's
um,
okay.
also, I have nothing against the church, so don't get me wrong, right? So I'm not
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that you not really are because if you were, then you would have had something against the church.
and
And
if, but I'm not, but I'm atheist in regards of that I have to believe in what certain people tell me from some upper place in the church. if that makes sense. I do believe there's something, but I'm not necessarily religious at all.
Okay. All
But
right then. We're not
so,
going too deep
and
into
if I
it.
was, and if I was, and we can build the bridge now to the priest gown and the father. If I was, I would most likely never wear a priest gown during my gospel house sessions. For sure not, because that would might be misunderstood by many believing people. But to the priest gown, Goga, it's kind of, well, Red's Room Goga combination. Let's call it that way. So when I spoke to Red's Room on this ding ding ring ring thing in his car, winter this year, beginning of the year, um, we had, so he was talking, I was writing, right? And he was like, yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'm doing some DJ stuff, da 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 da. One led to the other. I had a blue jacket, people connected to my channel, and so on and so on. And then he was, okay, what are you playing? I said, yeah, the house, gospel house. What do you mean gospel house? And I was like, yeah, gospel house music. You can party to gospel music. No way you can. I said, yes, yes, way you can. So that was like beginning of a week or something on a Tuesday, and I was like, okay, challenge accepted. Saturday morning, Canadian time, so afternoon German time. I believe it's 6 hours that we are different. I was like, okay, let's set up the thing and play like an hour and a half, 2 hours gospel house music. So not the pure gospel, the stuff that I usually play then.
Mm.
And then I was like, okay, how can I make this guy speechless? Because that was also the week when I was told, bro, you have to appear on camera by yourself, right? So not only the hands, but you have to do the thing. And I was like, okay, but if I appear on camera with my gospel house set, then I have to do it somehow special, and that is how the priest gown was born, kind of. And then I think I was baptized Father Ragus. Then, like a week or two later, on Goga's no, sorry, on Goga's 5 years anniversary on YouTube, where I
Mm.
had my first public appearance in the community, so to speak, and so everyone was on the panel, official part was over and people were coming on the panel. And if you go, by the way, if you go to that, the video is still on his channel.
I
Uh,
was
when
there.
when he got the people on the panel one after the other, and I was like, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, let me get the priest going on real quick. So I got the priest going on, appeared on his channel, and if you just watch the scene when I appear on his channel, priceless.
I was
His
there.
reaction was priceless. So that is, and then that is how when people started calling me Father Ragos, and then that led to the other. I don't know if you have seen my monetization party, but um, that
I
one
was there.
yes, so one led to the other, and that is also why I thought, okay, if I ever get monetized, and again, I almost gave up on that in June, but if I
Mm.
ever get monetized, I'll make a hell of a party of that. And in between there were all these jokes, beans and bananas, and we can talk about that when no kids is around anymore, because it is relatively how I got introduced to that. And then when the church started, when I founded that church, obviously as a joke, and then I was like, okay, but my monetization party has to relate to all that because it's part of the story. So that is how
Mm.
Pope Ragus was done, and so I did all these snippets and this video and the three elements before I even appeared on camera, while Goga was nice enough to do the hosting. When I did the Pope thing, when I did the conclave and the white smoke, and Goga on the balcony and all that stuff. That is how the Father was born.
You see, Goga saying, and that's the year the Pope died. The actual Pope died as well.
What did he really?
You knew that he died, didn't you?
No, I haven't. I had no idea. Is he dead? The American guy?
No, 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 the one here.
Oh yeah, yeah, the one before. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, the
The
one
Pope,
before.
the Pope of algorithm.
Anyways, in all fun and jokes, Ragus, I don't usually do this, but I really want to ask you a question. And if you don't want to answer, it's okay.
Go ahead.
Right? And I just want to ask you, like, it's for my own personal gain why I'm asking you this as well. And please guys, do not take offense. We have to respect each other's opinions and Don't be offended. Like I am a Christian, and I would say to people, like, don't be taking up God's battle in your own hands and fighting them and being mad at people for God, you
I'm not
know.
fighting him.
So allow God to touch people in his own way, and let your life be an example to others, that they will see that, you know what Simone is doing is the right thing, so I better go do it as well. So, some people will say things that we don't particularly agree with. I am a devoted Christian, and I like to surround myself with Christians, but it doesn't mean that I'm gonna shut out the whole rest of the world, because I'd be condemning them, right? So I'm just putting that out there as a disclaimer. So, like, nobody go taking up nothing or take nothing against anyone or anything like that, right? Because we are responsible adults, and it's not a kids show, right? So why not? Let's just talk. Um, what I want to ask you then, so all this thing that you do, I know it's for a show. I know it's an act. If you're not, like, well, if you were a Christian, you wouldn't be doing that sort of stuff then. But wouldn't you say that it's kind of like mocking Christians then?
Mm-mm. No, definitely not. I'm not mocking any religion whatsoever, by the way. So
Mm.
if someone believes in the God of Cucumber, so happy Cucumber Day. But and if they believe in whatever,
Try to keep a straight
sorry,
face.
this is sometimes that is where my mouth is quicker than my brain. But this might be more a female religion, but that's another story. Anyway, so the point is that um, I'm not against any religion whatsoever.
Mm.
I just don't see myself in a certain religious box like Catholic or Protestant or whatever thing.
Yeah.
And I don't say that I'm not a believer at all. I
Mm.
do
Mm.
believe in something higher in general,
Yes.
but I
Yeah.
wouldn't call it God and something. I'm not mocking on Christians while doing this with a priest
Mm-hmm.
on,
Mm-hmm.
because even for me, with my sense of humor, which the darkest color hasn't been invented yet, to be honest, but um, no, I don't see it as mocking. The thing is, in my personal opinion, and that is also mirroring in one of my tracks that I did, which is actually called Spiritual Tendency, where you see a gospel
I've heard
choir,
that, yeah.
people singing. The thing is that I so here's the thing. I do really like house music matter. Period. My subgenres are like funky disco, which I'm gonna play tomorrow, or like funky house, disco house, that kind of stuff, or gospel house. Why? Because you can build a great storyline of 2, 3, even 4 hours of a set, which builds up which builds up from relatively mellow up to really high power tracks. And if you heard one of my gospel house tracks before, sorry,
Mm-hmm.
mixes before, then you knew there's a lot of energy in it. And
Yeah.
when I
I've
was
heard one before, the one with Oh Happy Day.
yeah,
It's it's
exactly.
it's
So
actually soulful.
music is my religion, if you will. Period. That is the most important thing for me in my life, has ever been. Or to keep it with Miles, music is the first love, and it will be the last. But um, the thing is that I would never mock anyone because she or he believes in someone, something, somehow, whatever. Never. If it is a vegan religion or whatever, I mean, obviously I do my jokes about that, but I do jokes about
Hmm.
everything and everyone. And I mean,
Yeah.
no one is really spared out, to be honest. I mean, but on the other day, at the end of the day, I,
We
I,
know.
I believe, and please, guys, whoever knows me in the chat here, please correct me if I'm wrong. I think I've never been below the, well, I'm always below the bell line, but I'm never personal attacking someone with any joke,
No, no,
unless
no,
it's
no,
Goga, but that's another story.
no.
He's entitled to receive all the punishment. But um,
And he's
no,
sleeping now, so you can go for it.
of course. So the thing is that no, I would never mock any religion, and I would never mock anyone who believes. Never. I
Mm,
do jokes about religion as well, obviously, but not. I would say I know the border, or I know where the edge is between being funny or being totally blasphemic and
disrespectful.
making people feel offended. And
Mm,
if you, I mean, obviously, my huge idol in regards of comedy is Ricky Gervais. Has been
mm,
for very, very more than 2 decades now, since I used to live in the UK and
mm-hmm.
since I saw the original version of The Office. And guys, if you think that I'm bad with humor, watch that, and then you think I'm an angel again. But on a serious note, no, I'm not mocking any religion. I respect
Mm-hmm.
everyone who is believing, absolutely, and
Mm-hmm.
I have no objections against that at all. And again, I believe everyone, even me, believes in something higher power, whatever that
Yeah.
is. At the end, we will find out when we're dead if there's something or not. And when the tombstone is harder to get the stairway to heaven somehow, then we have to find another way to dig out of our graveyard somehow with our souls. But I think that no, mocking religion would not be the right way. The reason why I wear the gown, and I don't do that all the time, by the way, but if I do,
Mm-hmm.
I feel the resemblance and the bridge to the music that I play at that time. And
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
do the track, for example, spiritual tendency that has been released, I believe, like 2 months ago or something.
Mm.
Um, that that when I create music, I have feelings. I cannot do that without feelings. Music is
Yeah. Yeah. That's
sometimes
music.
more.
Like.
It's more intimate than doing something that two adults regularly do. So it can really be a
Go,
very.
go, come and get Ragus.
No, I'm serious. Creating music can be something so
Yeah, it's soulful.
and
Yeah.
when you I think we come to that later, so I'm not going to talk too much about that now. But
Yeah. Yeah.
coming
Yeah.
back to the gospel house in particular, I do have my big idols, DJ Spen and others, who do believe in God and all that stuff, and I do
Okay.
appreciate that. And I would never make jokes
Mm.
about them
Yeah.
because they believe. Or I would never
Yeah.
make jokes about you because obviously you do believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
Anastasia, that's for instance, right? I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
is I believe the female version of a Pope on YouTube, to be honest, because she is a strong believer.
Yes.
She once streamed from the church, and she was totally in the spirit. She was literally gone, and I
Yeah.
was really that touched me. To be honest, that was really touchy for me. Not because of the
Mm-hmm.
church, not the music, obviously in the background. Hallelujah, that's exactly my cup of tea. Even though it was not house music, but it was played live. There was a band, and they were singing, and they were, it was this black church
Yeah.
where you feel
Yeah.
the energy, where you feel where you feel the gospel, where you feel the souls like
Exactly.
exploding, so to speak. And Anastasia was like a bomb, and in the most positive way.
Well, I would have loved to see that. I hope it's
You have
still
to
on
go
her
check it
channel.
out.
I want to
It's
see
there.
that.
She did a live session on her being in church, and you only use
Mm.
hallelujah all the time. And she was like, she was gone. And
Mm.
I mean
Wow.
that if there's anything ever that could touch me like that in real life, most likely I would start believing again. I don't know. Believe it or not, I'm a kind of part-time musician, whatever you want to call it. And I'm very, very much into emotions and feelings and stuff like that.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know, but Ragus, and that's why I said before I even asked the question, because I don't want anyone to go take it the wrong way, or looking at it's just a question that I asked because number one, as you said, music is something that hits the soul. Like Bob Marley said, if when it hits you, you feel no pain. Like it speaks to your soul. It speaks to your soul. And then when we ask, we're just trying to get to know. We're not asking to judge, or we're not asking to, like make anyone feel or assume anything, for example, because we ask questions to clarify things, to let
obviously.
people know. Because honestly, as you said, you are very jovial, and you know what jokes to say to who, and you, like, for instance, when we just met, certain things you wouldn't really say to me or anything. You wait, you see me, you maybe watch me from the bushes, and you be like, Simone is cool, so I can run jokes with her. And we run jokes. And that is being respectful and
Yeah,
being respectful of others' religion. And then if you didn't respect my religion, then you wouldn't be here because and even just like, even you didn't swear, you don't swear when you come and hear certain things, you don't say when you come and hear,
no, it's
you're holding yourself together nicely.
but
So
let me keep that very straight and easy.
yeah.
Every individual, we have 10 billion individuals on this world. That means we have 10 billion versions of any kind of
Welcome,
belief
sis.
whatsoever, if it is religious related or not. We have 10 billion different stories on this planet. Who am I to judge on someone?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
also,
Exactly.
and now this we can build a perfect bridge with to the community that I am very blessed to be part of, is
Mm,
surprisingly no one was judgmental at me either. Well, unless it
mm.
is watch hours. Rakus, move. But other than that, nobody judged me on my looks. Nobody gave me work. I don't know what's talked behind. We don't know what is talked behind our backs, right?
Yeah, no one knows what goes, but
But,
that's where it should stay anyway. So we don't want to know. If it's
but
spoken behind your back,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
where it belongs.
if I see, I mean, most likely I'm one of the oldest in the entire
Thank you
community.
so
But
much, Chef.
um, here's a proof. But the thing is that if
Carry on.
so, the thing is when I travel, I don't have to show my passport anymore. They just ask me wheelchair or without wheelchair. So the thing is that
Ragus,
I mean,
you're not telling the truth.
if you if you if you if you look around in this community, we have just the Goga tribe, right? Most of the people
Hmm.
are here tonight. People who have just joined, people who are in there for longer. Um, like me, just a couple of months now, to be honest. But I made friends.
Yeah, myself
I
as
also
well.
met people who I prefer not to have contact with anymore. But that's usual selection that you do in life. But
Hmm.
I also the people who I have regular contact with in whatsoever way, for whatsoever reason, and I'm talking now also outside YouTube,
Hmm.
Instagram. We have all these funny amenities out there to communicate.
Yeah.
Um, I never had the question like, "Hey, nobody ever asked me how old I am." No, never.
Hmm.
Isn't that
Hmm.
funny? Nobody ever.
Hmm.
And interestingly, I never asked anyone either,
Mm. It's
unless it's a birthday
respect.
party and that person reveals the thing as well, his own
Yeah.
age. But I've
Yeah.
never been asked how old I am. Well, actually, once there was one person who tried, but he
Yeah.
got a funny answer. But that was actually on Goga when I was distinguished guest on Goga Sunday service. But
Yeah.
um, these things, because in our community, as far as I remember, or as far as you guys, please correct me if I'm wrong,
Hmm.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at
Mm-mm.
all. And
Mm-mm.
what matters is we help each other. We are there for each other, with or without religion.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate everyone's belief. I appreciate every single person who is there. Period. And
Yeah.
if they're good to me in regards of being friendly, or no, on the other way, I wish they would be the same friendly to me like I try to be to them. And obviously, if
Yes.
someone is doing weird things over a longer period of time, and we all know what I'm talking about, I guess.
Mm.
Then obviously I turn my back after a certain time. But then, even though if I don't contact people on a daily basis, I mean, you and I, we don't talk every day, do we? No,
Mm-mm.
because you have a
Mm-mm.
life, I have a life. We all have our own lives as well,
Yeah.
aside from YouTube. You're with this tall guy there, who uh, but no, on
You
a
see you and Goga. Ragas, you see you and Goga. Oh my goodness. You
uh,
and Goga.
no, but on a serious note, if I see that if I, let's keep an example here of the chat, Kirky Lily, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's believing in any god religion whatsoever.
Oh,
I
she
don't.
says no. She said when you were talking, I'm keeping an eye on the chat. She said she doesn't.
Well, and even if she does or doesn't, she's Kirky Lily, for God's sake. I mean, come on. I mean, she's one of the most insane persons I've met in the first place. Even God
In
couldn't
a
help.
good way.
So even God couldn't help it. He gave up on her. No, you see, these are the jokes that I'm doing. But she is a wonderful person.
She
Um, the
is. She
reason why I'm here
is.
on this chat tonight is because I really adore what you're doing on your channel and how you talk to
Yes.
people.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, who am I to judge on whatever people are doing? I mean, if they want to have a piece of advice and if I can help, happy to do so. If they need
Yeah.
someone, to wet the shoulder with tears, happy to do so, no problem. Um, if they want to have a laugh, and want to have a chat or something, happy to do so. As long as I
Yeah.
have time. I know I've been away from YouTube for a couple of weeks now with short comeback breaks, but as I said, life, right? And that's
Yeah. Yeah. And that's healthy as well. It's healthy. And later on, we can talk about that with the music and everything. It's healthy to take a break if you have to take a break. And like, you shouldn't be pressured to like show up every day as if like it is the only thing that you have to do. You don't
Sure.
have a life. Where are you gonna get, how are you gonna pay your bills? You've got a regular job. Like, as you said, you're only getting pennies from the music now. So,
I'm
so
rich, but at least in my dreams.
yes, yes. So as some other time. Guys, welcome in. If you have just joined, guys, we have had the most amazing conversation. I tell you, sometimes we just go and we just casually go to live streams and we see people and we stop there, and sometimes to make our days better as well, because sometimes you go to somebody's live stream and you're there playing music, you're giving jokes, and like the ordinary consumer, the average content creator, they'll come there with a little burden or their day not going so well, and then you cheer them up and they go on again, and they don't get to know the in-depth details about the person. And it's little things like these that we get to know people, and people get to know. If we take, for example, when a member of the community was needed our help, like you reach out to me, you're like, Simone, like we can do this thing, do this show, we can help this person. And you show support emotionally, and all the other ways you contribute financially, you showed emotionally, you encouraged, and all of that. And I want to like go into the music now of the YouTube channel, but I want to also let people know that even though Ragus is saying that, oh, I've only been in the community for a couple of months, and wasn't taking it seriously, but the information that you give out, the little tutorials that you do on your channel, they help so much. And behind the scenes, you help so many people. You help people like to know, oh, do this, do that, do the right way. And like nobody knows. So like I must say, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't do it for public awareness. I mean, at the end of the day, obviously on YouTube I do that because if I do the tutorials and stuff. But if someone calls me outside YouTube, it is not meant to be for YouTube. So why would I make it public? I mean,
Exactly.
it is how it
Yeah.
is. As the Bible said, do good, but don't talk about it.
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. So how do you know what the Bible says, Ragus?
Well, the
You've been
thing
reading the
is,
Bible
well,
secretly.
when I was below 18, I was forced to go to church. So obviously,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah. I
pretended
get
to pay
you.
attention to get my pocket money after that every week. So, but I'm just being honest. But always been businessman back then already. But on a serious note,
Mm,
there have been many situations in life way before I even thought of doing YouTube where people needed help. If it was a first aid in the street because someone collapsed or something, it is how it is, and then I just do it, and then I walk, and then I keep walking, and that's it. And then why writing a newspaper letter to the newspaper? Hey, I gave someone a kiss of life or whatever it's called in English and stuff like what? Nah, but the breath was bad, so no.
Ragus, it's not that you're advertising or anything like that, but it does speak to your character. And the things that stay off YouTube definitely stays off YouTube. But I just wanted to highlight to people. All right, let's use an example. Like when you taught us how to like make proper thumbnails, I have seen a massive change in the community since that thumbnail tutorial, and Goga spoke about it as well. And it's just earlier how Goga made reference. He even sent a super chat saying that your channel is extremely tidy. It is just so neat. All those thumbnails, all the it's very well put together.
Well, I
And
have to give
does
credit to Goga on that, to be honest, because he actually got me the idea to do the tutorial on how to ease the thing with the thumbnails. Because that was actually in that month when I was between getting rejected and then getting approved. So the point was that yeah, I mean, obviously, again, I didn't take anything serious until February-ish this year, until I really started, to be honest. But then again, I was like, doing the things as we do, and then, yeah, creating thumbnails vertical for the vertical streams, creating thumbnails horizontal for the horizontal streams, and all these things. So that's what I did. And honestly, I'm not an artist. Never been. I'm too left-handed to, it
You
is how it
sure?
is.
Are you sure?
Uh,
Let
if
me
I would,
go
if
show
I
them
would,
your
if
channel.
I would
Let them decide.
yeah, if any of my artworks would hang in a museum, it would most likely be just beside Salvador Dali, because he did all this abstract arts, but nobody understood it. So, um, but there's a lot of things that you can do, that you can. I think if you go to playlists, you can see it better. You can see those tutorials as well.
Yeah.
So the thing is, then Goga gave us the idea with the stuff like, hey, do the thumbnails, do it properly, do it this, do it that. And then I thought, okay, I do have certain topics that I do, like house music, techno music, and all that funny things. And
Mm-hmm.
then if you go to there, you see the tutorials. And if you
Mm-hmm.
go to where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Can you go a little bit down? A little bit down? A little bit down? Yeah, a little down, down. Yes. So live DJ sessions, 100% copyright safe. If you just tick on that one, and then you
Mm-hmm.
see there is a list coming on the right hand side.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the thumbnails that I've done. There you see
Okay.
several thumbnails on the right hand side: house music, funky house, techno, and all that things. That is what I've
Mm-hmm.
created with the help of ChatGPT. And I would
Also,
have never,
Chat GPT did all these ones.
not necessarily all these ones. So I had frameworks which I did, and I had
Mm-hmm.
ideas how I wanted to do it, and I had ideas on. So I had those for the horizontal stuff already, and then I thought,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I have to put them into vertical so that they actually fit to the screen, especially
Oh,
on social
yeah.
media like Shorts, Instagram, and all that stuff, because they
Mm-hmm.
only accept, especially for reels and stuff, they only accept the vertical ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't really able to understand how to put into the proper format, and I wanted to do some new ones and all that stuff. So these are then the ones that I have then created with the help of ChatGPT. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but
Wow.
also I did a tutorial on how to use ChatGPT properly, because a lot of people were not aware that it exists and that it is entirely for free, right? So
Yeah.
that is why I did that kind of tutorials as well. Also, due to very obvious reasons, I gave a
Mm-hmm.
tutorial on how money that has been donated on YouTube cannot be paid back. I think reason is obvious, so
Mm-hmm.
I did that, and also on how why super chats cannot be refunded and all that stuff. These kind of things, due to obvious reasons, again mentioned, and that is the idea of the community. When I'm very much observing. Sometimes I'm just watching from the bushes, but I'm still there, even though I'm not always in the
Mm-hmm.
chat, because you know how it is, right? Once you
Yeah.
start in the chat, you're dragged, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
never get out
And
again.
then anywhere I am and I see you, Father, everybody is like, Ruckus,
I
Father,
know, yeah,
hi,
yeah, I know, but
Ruckus.
on the other hand, again, I'm working, so very often when I don't have direct contact to people, like by meetings or Teams or something like that, then I do actually listen to YouTube, and I have that in the background, and then do my stuff, which I then can
Mhm,
do online without being on the phone or something. But then I don't chat, because it doesn't help, because then obviously I'm in the trap again, and then it really keeps me back from working. And as you said, that brings me the butter on the bread. So yeah,
yeah, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So thank you so much for those tutorials, Ruggers. And thank you so much for, the way I know you're not saying it because I don't know, you don't want to take my compliments that I'm giving you, but I'm giving you them still. The way within the short period of time that you've spent and you've cleaned up the channel, you've made the thumbnails, you have ordered and arranged everything. Honestly, it's very intriguing. I'm not even gonna lie. The way you ordered the playlist, the way you I remember when it was your time for monetization, I think like a lot of people were kind of in a rush at that time, maybe because of that July 15th thing that was coming out and stuff. And I remember I had to be using like my backup channel, which is now my daughter's channel. I had to be using my husband's channel. I have to be using all these channel. And yours was one of the playlists that it was very easy because they were all just compiled and you could just boom, just press play and go.
Yeah,
So
but also that is that again, that was not me doing it because I had a lot of advice from the youngsters in our community. You know, all those who I love, who I, with all the love in my heart, call kids, comparing to my age, and all these advices in the Goga classes on Wednesdays, and people telling me, "Hey, I did this. Why don't you try it as well?" The
mm,
people who dragged me into doing the loops, you know, that's like, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, loops. To be honest, I hate them, right? I
I
know.
hated them at first, you know. I hated them at first. Goga is the one. God bless Goga. Honestly, God just bless Goga because I put one up one day and I said, oh, he was like, he called me, he's like, Simone, you know what? You see that loop? I hope you have one prepared for tomorrow. I'm like, Goga, I'm gonna do it next week. He's like, what? The algorithm have picked you up. Go put it out tomorrow. I'm like, Goga, I'm tired. I have to stay up with those trees. He's like, do it tomorrow. I had to quickly just and it helped a great lot with my
Yeah.
monetization. So
Well,
God bless him.
I had the same thing going on, and at the end of the day, the funny thing was that there was one loop. I don't remember which it was. I don't remember. That was the weirdest thing ever, and I was so angry and happy at the same time because when you put your effort, when you put your time into a video, when you create a
Absolutely.
tutorial, when you create a mix, when you create a track, and you see the click rate there, and then next morning, so you let the loop run overnight. The next morning, you wake up and you have 32,000 clicks on that on that thing,
It's
and
true.
then you
It's
ask
true.
yourself, why the hell am I doing that in the first place? Well, why do I sit down, do all the work, have the idea, get my old brain working on what to put next, and put the music together for a mix, creating a track, and doing this, doing that, and the artworks and all that. And I was like, why? I just put a video of some person putting a sausage on a grill somewhere in Africa, and I'm a superstar on YouTube.
It's true. I don't know. It fascinates me because you don't need all the editing. Imagine when you're doing a video, you sit, you take your little time, you're checking all the little intricate details. No, I went out. I had a video. I just chopped it up. I just chopped it up in about six pieces and just put them on. And what do you know? 126,000 views. Who gets 126,000 views in one night? You know?
It is insane. I mean, it is absolutely insane if I see. But I mean, obviously, I'm very grateful that people gave me this piece of advice. But I was like,
Yeah,
why? I mean, why am I putting any effort into my channel at all if I just want to
exactly.
loop things? And I mean, that was insane. To be honest,
It
that was
was.
totally insane.
It was, but you know what? You know what, Ragus? It's worth mentioning that it is the what do you call it? I can't even find the right word for it, but it's the kind of thing that doesn't stay. It's the kind of um hit fame, that quick fame that those people that sit there and watch that loop, they will never ever sit and watch a video. And it will and the video will never, even if you are the biggest celebrity, if you're Mr. Beast or whoever the biggest person on YouTube is, if you've got a video for an hour, you have to have a dedicated person to sit there and watch that video for an hour. We content creator that appreciates our fellow content creators and know what effort they put in to do their videos, like for instance when you say with your music, I know how you work on your music, so I will say and I will listen to it. Other than that, my daughter likes it as well. She likes those kind of beat things. So
I was just like so astonished in the morning. 13,000 or 3,200, I don't know, views or whatever it was. I'm just looking for the video right now as we speak because
yeah,
like,
36, I think I saw one of them with
yeah,
36,000
I think that was the
on
one.
there.
like, and it wasn't even a fun fair. It was whatever thing with food.
Like somebody cooking, street cooking. Yeah,
And,
I've
yeah,
seen
and
that.
I was like, oh
I
no.
was even there on the loop as well.
So you are the
I
person.
was
You
one of
are
the
the
ones
person
watching the loop as well. And the other
insane.
ones I like is with the pets being shampooed. You had some with like
My dog, yeah,
people
group it, yeah.
grooming dogs and stuff
That only got
like
like
that.
100 views or something, but it helped me with the watch hours. I mean, if you guys, just for those who understand, everyone is struggling with the watch hours. I do understand that, but see it this way. So if you do a video or if you do a live session, like now we have like how many people watching? I don't even know. Like 15 people or 10, between 10 and 15, something
Yeah,
like that.
it's fluctuating between, let's say, average 10 to 15, as you
Yeah.
said. Yeah.
So that means we are online now for how long? A little over an hour, I believe.
Yeah, over an hour. Yeah.
Yeah. So that means we have already 10 watch hours in one
Yeah.
hour, because
Yeah.
every person who is there counts as a separate watch hours. So
Yeah.
guys, keep that in mind. Even if you only have two persons and you do a 1 hour stream, you have another 2 hours.
Yes, you are right, Ragus. You are absolutely right. And it's worth mentioning as well that sometimes you might be sitting there and you'll be looking and you'll be like, oh, it's only 10 people. Oh, it's
Uh-huh.
9 people. If you go for a couple of hours, I've done streams before and I got 64 hours from the one stream. And it's not like the views were hundreds of views or
Mhm.
thousands of views or anything, but it's the duration that people are
Yeah,
staying on. So,
absolutely, absolutely.
say keep that in mind, guys,
Yeah.
and let us appreciate the people that shows up for us. Sometimes I go to people's stream and I stay the whole duration, and even if it's just me, if I'm not saying anything or anything. So let us appreciate our fellow content creators, because the hours, it's hard to come by. I'm growing my daughter's channel now. I'm not even talking about it. It's hard. It's
It is.
hard.
But once you get there, really feels like you just won the gold medal at the Olympics. And
Yeah.
I can tell you, when I got that email on my second try, it was 1 a.m. in the morning. I was about to switch off my computer, just randomly checked on my Gmail.
Oh
I was
my
like, welcome
God.
to, and I just read YouTube, but I didn't read the entire subject. I was like, ah, there you go again. And I
Oh.
just discussed a couple hours before with Goga, like, they're going to decline me anyway, and then I just give up on the monetization part. I just don't care. Um, and then I was reading the subject and what? Welcome to the what? And then I opened the email and there was this confetti thing. You remember that email, right? And
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
1 a.m. in the morning. I was running around in my apartment howling like a wolf. And I believe the neighbors was thinking I would soon jump off the ninth floor where I live. So, yeah, that is how I totally got insane. I did a juju, witchcraft dance, all that stuff with the funny smoke thing and all that. But
Yeah.
so, guys, that moment is priceless. If you ever
It's
get the email,
priceless. It's mine
celebrate
didn't
it.
even sink in. I kept asking people, does this mean I got through? Did I get it? I keep sending it to people, like,
Yeah,
because it starts saying that you are now part of the elite official, this, that, that. I'm
yeah.
like, what? Is this it?
Which means now they're happy that you are there because they take 30% of everything that you get.
I know, I know. But it's good. It's good. It's good. So, guys, that is Ragus. Chef Zed, God bless you, my sweetie. Oh my God, you've been here all night. So, thank you so much, guys, all of who come here. I must say as well, guys, as you are here, you're listening to me. I appreciate you guys so much. And that's why I try to support with all of my heart, because when I do these shows, they tend to take a little bit of time sometimes, but people really do show up. It might not be 50 or 60 at a time, but the dedicated people that come, they actually stay, and I really do not take it for granted. I hopefully I'm not boring you. At least we've got Ragas, so I'm sure that we're not bored. But I appreciate you guys so much. And it still amazes me how people sit and watch me and stay here for this long time. But God bless you, everyone. God bless you. And I will definitely, I always try to show my support the best way I can to each and every one of us, until when the algorithm find us. Like it did for those loops. It will come again. I'm telling you. It will
Yeah.
come another time on a long form video this time. So so that is Ragus in a nutshell, the world of Ragus. Guys, you have seen him. I can't stop just saying how impressed I am with his channel. I was just going there today to go check out and see like, oh, what am I gonna say to Ragus? I'm gonna be like, oh, Ragus, this. I can't say nothing, like nothing. If Goga gave it a pass, it passed 100, like not even 90. You know, those horrible teachers would be like, I'll give you 99 because nobody's perfect. Nobody gets 100. You get in 100, Raggers. Your channel is very nice, very neat, very tidy. The handle, the channel name, there is nothing. The banner, the photo, the how tidy. Goga used the right word. Your channel is very tidy. So good job on that. Guys, go over there and have a look. Let's give you a little look in it again. Go over there and have a look. Take little cues off there and go, fix your channel. Let's come back into the next year. What's it? 2026, is it? Let's come back 2026 rebranded and remodeled and look nice and fresh and clean, and our channels look good when it goes up on display. You never know. You might be a guest on here and others will see your channel. The other day, Goga was doing something where he was talking about the handles and everything, and he was displaying people's channel as well. And we see some lovely channels on there. So, let us do that for ourselves, guys. And that is Raggers. You heard him. You heard how he got the name. You heard how he got his monetization. You heard, the little bits of ups and downs and how he overcame. And you heard him encourage you not to give up as well. Never ever delete anything. Never ever take the first resort as going to delete your content or delete your channel or anything like that. So if you have missed out on those little pointers, you can always catch it on the replay, because now we are moving into the other raggers that you guys don't know. Like, guys, we are sitting with a celebrity, right?
If I had known that, I could have
So,
put some lipstick or something. But
oh my goodness. So Ragus, when I don't know if it's out of like, just mere not knowing our stuff, but I always think that when I hear people say that they're a producer or they produce music, I always think that, it's rich people stuff. I thought it was a lot of money, those kind of things.
yeah, that's the money that you pay. So okay, so I literally only started producing this year in beginning of June because
Mm,
of the channel issues that we talked about before. So I had to reinvent my channel,
mhm.
and I did it out of the blue. So I first of all, you try out some softwares because I do electronic music like house, techno, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's my favorite part of music, also what I listen to.
yeah.
But I'm not David Guetta, and I'm not Paul Kalkbrenner or whoever. I'm not Pete Tong, to keep it British. So I'm not one of these. I literally started with. I started out. So I checked out a couple of softwares, and I've stayed. And so I kept FL Studio, which is the amenity that I use,
Mm,
and which I've also done a live video with. You can watch it on my channel.
mm.
When I actually produce the track, so that you can see how the screen looks like, what happens on my screen if I produce a track. Now, producer sounds like who very posh and everything. Yeah, the pink long limousine with 500 women in it who just wait for it, for me to get me undressed and be my groupies and all that stuff. Guys, that is not the case. Now, if you go to Spotify, if you go to SoundCloud, to any music platform that is of your choice, you will see, obviously you will look for your favorite artist, whoever it is. If it is an African famous singer, or if it is what is the guy with the red hair again? I forget his name all the time. This young guy, the singer from the UK, I believe it is.
Oh,
I,
Ed Sheeran.
exactly, Ed Sheeran. Yes,
Oh,
I'm not that good with names. No offense, however.
it's
Or
because you said the red hair.
yeah, Gingerhead. Yeah, I used to be, but now, as you see, everything is getting ready for Christmas. So, in the end of the day, or what is this lady's name again? Taylor Swift and all these
Mm,
people, you look for them, obviously. The girls look for Taylor Swift, the guys look for heavy metal or techno or whatever. So
mm,
they have you have your favorite artists that you prefer to listen to. So
mm,
nobody knows the world of Ragus, obviously, and that is okay for me because I I don't intentionally do it for the money. Because if I did,
mhm.
I could just do my nails like Jesus did back then, directly on the cross. However, the point is that I started it because of devastation, to be honest, because of my YouTube channel. That was the first intention. And I didn't even license the music in the first place.
Okay.
I didn't
I
even license the
understand
music in the
now.
first place. So,
Okay, so it's because you wanted to use your own music for your music sessions while you started it.
no, it was my own music that I wanted to create to get watch hours. So that's why I put,
Oh, watch
that's why
hours.
that's why I
Oh.
started to create a track. The first one was The Tribe. That was the first one ever as a dedication to our community that we are in. And guys, I was almost throwing my computer out the window when I it was all the gray hair came from that. So it was because I had no idea, and I hate reading manuals, and I don't have the time to read the New Testament of manuals, which is longer than the New Testament, by the way. So a lot of them. So I was like, "Ah, okay, let's just try how it works and how it goes." And then I did this and I tried this, and I was like, oh Jesus, this would take forever. But then I found a certain way to get my first track done, read about a little bit about mastering the sound and all that stuff, and then I put it up and uploaded it. Sounds easy, but if you go to my videos and go to the live videos and then you see the track creation or something like that, it is a long process. So I'm not doing this high glowing essential gospel tracks with super singing or whatever because I cannot afford a singer. So I have
Mm.
voice snippets that I got from somewhere, and then I put them together so that they kind of match into the track. For example, "Spiritual Tendency" was my first track ever that was included with voice, and
Voice,
the
yeah.
only one so far. So the production starts with a blank screen of the software that you use. There's nothing, right?
Mm.
So you start with everything. You have a rough idea on what you want to do with it and what it could sound like, and then you start. So before I start putting the drum kits together in the big field, that you can hear it, I first experiment with the sounds like melody, bass, any kind of extra sounds in between, pianos, organs, certain extra things, electronic sounds maybe that you can snip in here and there as a little confetti. So I keep this short, but the process for one track is three entire working days until it's done, and that is without mastering, that is without
Wow.
artworks, because and to be honest, 95% of the stuff that I have created is in the trash. Simple, because you start
What
something.
you have to like do it and then delete it till you get it and tweak it
If I
and
don't
stuff.
like it, I
That what you
delete it
mean?
completely, and then I start it all over again with a complete
Mm.
different mindset. And because it doesn't make sense. For instance, if you go to a shop and buy a blues, right, and you come home and you realize,
Okay, my sweetie. Good night.
good night. So if you go to a blues, if you go to buy a blues, and then you come home and you put it on in your regular light and not the fancy
Mm-hmm.
one in the shop, and you see
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't look good at all, you just, or Amazon, you just send it back, right? And
Yes.
so what I do is when I start, I have a rough idea, but that's all I have, right? And a blank screen. So I have a rough idea what speed, what how much BPM the track should have, what rough melody framework there could be, and all that stuff. But then when I put the things in, and there's more and more to come, then I then realize that uh, no. So 95% is for the garbage. Period.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's
Wow.
okay,
That's
but that's okay, because then when you get to a certain point in the track, then you think, yes, this will be good. This will be exactly. Let's put a little bit less of that, a little bit more of that. Let's add a little extra ding ding, something in between, little bell for just one hit or something, like a little gag that only I understand because my creepy brain. But and then you start to put those things together. And again, there are, I believe, two videos in my live section on my channel that you can actually watch that process or parts of it actually.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it is patience, and
Mm.
especially when you throw it away. For me, that is not a frustration at all. It is like, okay, this is not good. I would never publish it anyway. And just for
Mm.
my own sake, I'm sorry, but the hard drive, no. No, 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 no. I don't want to waste space on that one. So I just kick it away, start it all over again. And for me, it's not
Okay.
a problem. But then when it is done, so when the track is done, is like 3 working days that
Mm-hmm.
I personally plan for one track, which is then between 6 and 8 minutes at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then it is so. First of all, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of patience. It's a lot of time that you put into it.
Mm-hmm.
After the track is done, then you do the mastering. That's what I all do by myself because it would be way too expensive for my purpose to get that done by a professional agency. But at the end of the day, Mr. Resroom, you have missed all the gossip of yourself. Hey, how's you doing, bro?
Exactly.
Your,
He
your
come
name
right on time.
your name has been mentioned quite some times. So then when you're in the process, and then I'm sitting here with my headphones, and I just stare on my screen, and that's what you also see in when you go on that particular video. You can also see the chat, but you will never see me really chatting there because
Yeah.
I'm just focusing on the music. Let the people watch. That's it. So the behind the scenes look, that is how backstage looks like. You know, there's
Is
no champagne,
it?
there's no grapes,
It's
there's no 500 naked women waiting for me, there's no limousine, there's no Grammy, there's nothing. It's just me sitting here like I do now, just staring this direction
staring at
and
this, a lot
doing
of
doing my
staring
thing,
at the
doing
screen.
my thing, experimenting with sounds, put them together and stuff like that. The mastering process I never put online, and also the artworks that I then create with the help of ChatGPT, I never do that online. That is the final product that is online. So I did that because of having more content on my channel in the first place, and I thought, you know what, YouTube, freeze yourself because I just do my own music. Then you cannot copyright me, whatever. I'll come to that in one more second, and you will have a laugh of a lifetime. So I didn't even license the music. I just put it up, and people gave me nice comments, got me some watch hours, minutes, whatever, and I do appreciate that. At least people were nice enough to say when it is bad behind my back and not in public. Really appreciating it. So,
No one is saying that.
so no, no, that's okay. I mean, and even if it's, I cannot do everyone's taste, and that's not my intention. But then I
Yeah.
got into it, and now I have, like, I believe on Spotify, like 25 tracks or something online since June, which is not too bad. And
Yeah.
have my first EP released, and it means nothing to the world, but for me, it means the world because it's my work. It's my creative stuff that I did in the most simple way. But
It takes time. It
it
takes
takes it
time.
takes a lot of time and learning. Yeah, yeah. And that's the most funny thing for me when I have this thing, when I have a certain sound in my mind that I want to add to a particular track, and I don't find it. I was like, oh Jesus, how do I get that? Where do I
Uh-huh.
find it? How can I create this in the way that I don't throw the computer out the window because I'm getting angry? So, I can also get angry, believe it or not. Here I'm the fun guy, but that's what I'm getting paid for.
I
So,
can't imagine.
so interestingly, the point is that I have realized that once a track is done, when you have done the entire thing, when it's exactly how you like it, after like 1 to 3 days, depends. When you then do the mastering is that okay? There's still a lot of focusing. I have to concentrate on that, but it is the easy part because the track is ready. The thing
Yeah.
in general is done, and then when the mastering is done, you do the artworks, and then the fun part for me starts doing the texting for the Spotify pitch, doing the texting for the description of the video, doing the
Mm-hmm.
texting for social media, putting the pictures into the correct forms and all that stuff. And when that is all done, then I know, okay, in 2 weeks' time, this track going to be released on Spotify and all platforms. Let me put it to my distributor now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's done. So what I have done, and now coming back to the copyright thing, There's nothing without a joke, even though the situation is true. Um, I have created quite some tracks which are then uploaded. So I found a distributor which I'm happy with. They're in Sweden.
That's
They,
good.
they do a perfect job. They're super fast. They give you advice, perfect
Thank you,
support,
sis.
everything wonderful, and they're not even expensive. And if I make any money of this, it's
Mm-hmm.
100% to me. So I pay a fee for them a year, which
Mm-hmm.
is a little bit over €5 a month, so like
Oh,
$70
that's
a year.
good.
But if I upload the track, I put the artworks and then distribute it to Spotify, Amazon, wherever you want, all 200 something platforms in whatever amount of countries we have in the world except North Korea. And
Mm-hmm.
the thing is then, as you might have noticed, for those people who are on subscribers on my channel, if I have a new track, usually I do it members first and then public later, right?
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? I get a copyright claim on each and every of my tracks all the time. So
On your own tracks.
yeah, because the thing is, there is this channel now called the World of Ragus topic. So
Is it?
if you put that in the search bar, that is where my music is officially online. Yeah, because it's licensed and everything.
Oh,
But YouTube does not recognize my regular channel that Simon has shown you tonight
yeah.
as me as the artist, even though I put the ISCR number in there, so I put my license number in there, everything. Nope, I get a copyright claim. So, for instance, chopping moments that you see there is the latest track that is online. A
Mm-hmm.
dedication to all of our good friend
Oh.
Anastasia Blessed,
Mm-hmm.
and I have done the track and I have done everything as described before. And
Mm-hmm.
so the funny thing is that I uploaded it, and at the same second, I got a copyright claim. Boom. Now,
Really?
yeah, I always get that.
Also, if I let it play on mine, I will get a copyright as well in it.
If you play it loudly, yes.
Yeah.
So if you play
Okay.
that during a live session, you might switch off the sound.
Okay.
But the thing is that now, if you play it in the shorts, that is not a problem, right? If you create a
No,
short,
because I've remixed. Did you see what I've done with one of yours? I have remixed one of yours
no,
and I didn't get any copyright.
no. For shorts, it's a different story. But if you play it during a live stream or if you use it for a video, then I get the
Mm-hmm.
money. So use it,
Mm-hmm.
use it. But on a serious note, yeah, you will
But
not
I
get.
will get a copyright if I use it, you say?
Yeah, then you will not get
Oh,
uh, the monetization for that, at least not for that part. So
oh, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
so you can play it without sound, and
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, that is okay. So if you play it like that, that's fine with no sound, then everything is cool. So
Mm-hmm.
this is actually an AI created video. So I had picture of,
Really?
yeah. So
I thought that was actually her. It
well,
looks
it
like
is
her.
her. No, it is kind of her, but so if you see, it is not her environment, and so I'm not able to create a video like this, obviously not. But there's I managed. So I had pictures of her, and I had. So there is a website called PK Art,
Mm,
and there you can upload a picture, and you get write a very detailed prompt, and
mm,
then you can create up to 10 seconds video. Costs some money, but I thought so. I did other videos as well now, kind of, but I always
mm.
get the copyright claim on my own music, and I always have to laugh my butt off, to be honest. Because, but the good thing is, it's done in a couple hours because I then go just to my distributor
Mm-hmm.
online. I take the
Mm-hmm.
link of the video and I put it
Mm-hmm.
on there on my artist platform, and then it's done. And then they
Mm.
they clean the claim within 2 3 hours, unless it is a weekend. Then it takes up to Monday. But I
Okay.
know we so we have mentioned already the money part, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you are claiming that I'm a millionaire. So let me tell you the brutal truth about this, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
really really honest on this, and I have nothing to hide because I don't have anything. So um, matter of fact is, and I'm very very honest on this.
Let
I'm
me
doing
see
this
your
now.
face. Let me see your face if you're very honest when you're saying it. Let me go to StreamYard.
All right, no problem. I so
Here we go.
so as a matter of fact, so obviously I'm not David Guetta, I'm not Pete Tong, I'm not Carl Cox or whoever. I'm just some random
Mhm.
guys doing the so-called bedroom productions or living room productions, whatever you want to call it. So no one has waited for me, obviously,
Mm.
and no one is actually necessarily waiting for my music to be uploaded. And the people of our community are kind, and no one of the community goes to Spotify because simply most of the community they don't have a Spotify account. So
Yeah.
they listen, if they listen, they go to my YouTube channel. They
Yeah.
don't even go to the YouTube topic channel that to the Ragus topic channel that people have created. That
I
is,
didn't know about that channel, Ragus. You should have told me. Let me display it so that
oh,
we
of
can
course
go
we did
there.
sometimes. But the point is that um, even from our community, people don't go there because they do YouTube. They only do YouTube. They don't bother about TikTok, Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm not blaming them. It's just a matter of fact. You do what you're used to, right? Everything else is
Yeah.
dangerous, so you you don't go there. So, and that's fine. So I'm checking on. So giving you an example, the spiritual tendency, this track with the little voice and the gospel choir dancing
Mm-hmm.
there. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it has like almost what
Thank you,
2,000 views
Mash.
on SoundCloud, which I cannot believe. Yeah,
That is amazing.
yeah, but it only has 70 views on Spotify. And on
Oh,
YouTube Topic or YouTube Music, it only had 30 something, I believe.
it is
And
still good.
it
It's
yeah, on
growing.
SoundCloud it's perfect, but on SoundCloud it only has 3 likes by 2,000
Oh.
views. So the interesting part is, so in theory, for every view that I get on Spotify, I
Mm-hmm.
would receive 0.003 euro. So in theory, why in theory? Because in order to get any money paid out from Spotify and not just keep with them,
Mm.
um, I would need like 1,000 streams of that particular song within 28 days,
Ooh.
and then I would receive €1.50 or something. So yeah, so awkwardly rich, not. But on the other hand, again, if I did it for the money, it would be the wrong purpose. Period. Because I'm not famous, I'm not rich. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I'm rich in my heart, and I feel personally rich when I create something, and it is seen by a couple of people. And as you said before, more jokingly, when I'm gone in 500 years, the music will still be there.
It
And
will, and it will have your name on there. It will,
yeah,
you've branded yourself very, very well.
yeah,
The world, that music will remain there forever, and it will forever be called the World of Ragus.
I'm,
And even if someone else wants to use it, you are still the original owner of it.
I'm coming to the brand part in just a bit. There's
Mm.
something I can tell you about that. Little secret to be revealed today exclusively on Simon TV. However, um, the point
Yay!
is that so two people have now were insane enough to buy my EP on Amazon Music. So they
Wow,
bought,
that's
they,
good.
they paid money for on Amazon Music to download my music as an MP3 CD. You don't buy CDs anymore, right? So that
Mm-hmm,
EP
mm-hmm.
that I released 2 weeks ago, two people were crazy enough to get that done. Now, I believe it cost like 5.99 or something, or 6.99 in euros
That's
on Amazon
nice.
Music to buy. Guess how much I get per download? €1. So at least I mean, the least I can say is now I made some money out of it.
You made 2 euros.
I made €2. Yeah, and
Good.
that is how rich and hardcore I earn now. Yeah, that is the limousine that I would dream of until in 500 years, if I maybe get another €2 or something. But yeah, I mean, in the end of the day, you don't. So I've done some mathematics, and
Thank
this
you,
is the
Lucy.
truth about being a producer these days. So it sounds posh. Now, let me give you the brutal truth about money. If I wanted to live from the music that I do,
Mm-hmm.
obviously I want to, but okay, if I was about to live from the music that I do, let's rephrase that. And if
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about the golden airplane that I created for Goga that, by internet, but
I thought you bought it for him. He says that he's got rich
out
friends.
of the €2 from Amazon, yeah, that I knew I would get 8 weeks later. True. No, but on a serious note, if I was to live from my music,
Mm.
I'm just talking about Spotify now because that's the most known one as a
Yeah.
streaming platform, right? I'm
Yeah.
talking about streaming platform. If I wanted to live from the music, and I'm only talking about minimum wages. I'm not talking about the golden airplane, golden castle, or whatever, or street named after me or something like that. I'm just talking about minimum wages. Minimum wages in Germany is like round about 1,200 euro, which is an equivalent like £1,000 or something, I believe, in the UK. I would need
Mm.
almost 600,000 streams a month.
Mm.
600,000 times within 28 days of a month that my
Mm.
tracks are being played to have a
Mm.
payout of €1,000, a little over €1,000 a month. So
Mm.
if I consider now let's talk business. I mean, there are people who have millions of streams because they have a
Millions
big name. If it
per
is
day
Metallica, if it
in
is
hours. Yeah.
yeah, if it is whoever, any of your here Taylor Swift and whoever.
Mm.
So, but comparing to the old days when people were buying records, CDs,
That's
the,
right.
the cash cow is dead. That is why if you go to a techno, let's Tomorrowland. I think most of you might have heard about Tomorrowland. It's the biggest techno event now these days. It's in Belgium, goes over 3 days or something. All the top acts are there. They get
Mm.
a shitload of money there, and the tickets for that weekend cost $500 upwards
Mm.
for a 3 days party. $500 upwards.
Mm.
If you go to any Rammstein, Metallica, whatever concert, you don't get a ticket anymore below €100. Why?
Mm.
Because that is the source where they actually make cash.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know, Ragus, to be honest with you, I heard some one particular popular Jamaican artist speaking about it the other day, and it was almost like he was so broken, like he almost don't want to do music anymore. And he was talking about that, what you were saying. He was saying about how many millions of views he got and compared to the rest of the money when he actually sold the actual physical CDs, or
Hmm.
what do they call those, disc and
Yeah.
stuff. And he was saying that you would have thought that now you'd have made more money because the more advanced or modern time or things more expensive. But he was like he made his money back then. And it was like he's just singing now for the love of it, because now that everything is gone digital, he's like he's not making the money anymore, and he's a really, really popular man.
Yeah. So let's talk about another popular man from Jamaica, Mr. Bob Marley, rest his soul.
Mm-mm.
He didn't even care about the money because he never had the purpose of being rich. Of
Yeah,
got rich,
yeah.
but um, mostly even after he was passing, his family had most of the money after that
Mm.
because the record was sold like there's no tomorrow.
Yes.
If you would start, he was a brilliant musician, brilliant singer, brilliant composer.
Mm-hmm.
If you would do it these days, first of all, he would never be noticed
Mm-mm.
because there are way too many of them and everything is in the
Mm.
internet. I'm one of
Mm.
those.
Mm.
Um, but not everyone is going to be an Ed Sheeran, not even with the red hair, right?
Mm-mm.
Not everyone is going
Mm-mm.
to be successful like Eminem.
Mm-mm.
And he wouldn't be as rich if he had started now.
Exactly. And some of the old the other artists, as you've said, Bob Marley as well, he maybe wouldn't even bother getting involved in all this technology stuff and putting his on Spotify and all that. He would have maybe just stayed old school.
Well, the good
Like,
thing is, but yeah, but nobody buys a CD anymore. So
nobody will buy. You can't get what to play in. That's how they started. They're
yeah,
not making CD players. They're not even DVD players. I've got loads and loads of DVDs that my
and,
kids have, and I've got nothing to play it
and you
in.
paid a lot of money for them. And if you sold
A
them
lot
now,
of money.
and if you
Like
sold them
now,
now, if you sold them now, you would get maybe if you're lucky, you would get a bundle of 10. You would get a fiver
yeah, because
if you're lucky.
I see them sometimes on shops. And the thing is, Raggers, you've got streaming services that gives them out for free, and you pay £5 a month or something, and you get all of those on the streaming service when
Inter-
you've paid £20 for one of those CDs when they just came out.
yeah, and the interesting thing is now. And that is also part of the brutal truth. And I'm not complaining, by the way. I'm just telling the things how they are, so that just because people hear that I'm a producer, don't think that I'm rich and famous or getting the golden
Oh,
limousine.
you've burst my bubble, Ragged. So
I'm so
I thought
sorry.
that you were rich and
But
famous.
also the brutal truth is, and Simone wrote that so nicely in the preview video text, that it is so. And I've just mentioned that in this for a second, that nowadays it is live things that you do, gigs that you play. But again, the world did not wait for me coming back after 30 years, going back to the decks. So I've reached out to big name agencies. I've reached out to local booking agencies. I've been to Madrid 3 weeks ago, meeting a local
Wow.
two local booking agencies there.
Mm-hmm.
The brutal truth is, I did not get a gig yet.
Yeah.
That's also a way of, we call it door handle cleaning, right? Because you go
Mm-hmm.
from door handle to door handle, you knock the doors, you write emails. I sit here sometimes until 3 a.m. in the morning creating emails and doing my artist bio and adding it there, sending them a link with a mix of on SoundCloud and stuff like that. And it is so it is not that people was waiting for me. So again, I do it with passion and I do it
Mm.
for my own sake in the very first place, as stupid or egoistic as it might sound. But if I didn't do it for my own sake, I wouldn't have no reason to publish anything. But obviously, it would be nice to play here and there outside YouTube, like on real decks and stuff like that. I'm planning to
Mm-hmm.
do a couple of things in spring, which still be on YouTube, most likely only, but still in different environments. I have a couple of friends who have some very good outdoor resources and resources where I can, outdoor sources where I could be undisturbed and all that. Um, but getting into the clubs, and I'm not talking about the big venues, I'm talking about little tiny small clubs, either in Germany or wherever. No answer yet. And again, I'm not complaining. There was literally no answer yet. And I've reached
Yeah.
out to oof, at least 400 different people, sources, agencies, and all that stuff. That is how it is. Therefore, I'm very proud that I can at least say that that I earned some money with the music, even though it was
Wow.
only €2. But
Oh, is it 2 euros?
it was two,
That's
yeah,
a good thing.
€2 because
Yeah.
I believe from the streaming, unless I land by coincidence, I land a super hit or something, which I doubt will happen. But
Don't doubt it, Ragus. Don't doubt it. Let me
no,
tell you, I'm not cutting you or anything like that, but I wanted to ask you this question before you start getting tired and be like, Simone, I'm done with you and this interview is too long. Um, I wanted to ask you, explain to us the type of music that you do because it is very important. And if I've learned anything, I know I'm young and everything, but I've got old soul, right? If I've learned anything about this generation, that is do not underestimate them. These generation of young people that are about today, they can make anything go viral. You'll
mm,
be sitting there putting your heart into something, and somebody else will be on the side being like mixing something, and they'll just choose one and they'll just run with it, and it will just go viral.
well, I kind of disagree. Let me tell you why. Because the young generations now, if you go on Instagram or if you go to anywhere, you see all these young DJs, 25, 30 years old, who, when they jump on their DJ decks and do the whoop whoop to the big audience and all that stuff. But so there's two types of DJs.
Mm,
One is the one for the social medias. Yo, look at me. Oots, 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 and here's a
mm,
drop. Oots, oots, oots. They do the 30-second videos, they got the views, they get the money.
mm,
Happy birthday.
mm,
And then there's the DJs, and then the DJs are not only talking about old school DJs, and this regardless of the age, but the minority these days, unfortunately, of the DJs, they are there to tell a story over an amount of 2 to 6 to maybe even 8 or 10 hours. My longest DJ set back then in a club was actually 14 hours nonstop.
what?
And nope,
Where
I
did you
never
get
took,
that energy from?
well, coffee, Red Bull, but I never took any
Keeping
again,
it clean.
I never took any drugs whatsoever. I'm just saying. I'm the 1% of the time back then who never took anything at all. Never.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
and in clubs, I never even drank alcohol because most of the time I was kind of DJing and that was a job, so I don't drink.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Cigarettes back then were allowed. Hallelujah. that was times. But so the thing is, there are two types of DJ. One is the entertainer for the Instagram, for the
Yeah.
social media, and to get famous as quick as I can, get the likes, get the views, whatever. And the other one is the one standing at the decks, thinking days before that very evening, what am I going to play? What is the audience like? How are
Mhm.
they? How do they react to? How might they direct to my music? What plan B do I have if the first part of the set doesn't work? Where do I go to change to and all that stuff? So, for instance, if I do a club set, or if I did a club set, I always had
Mhm.
3 record cases with me with 150 vinyls, and
Mhm.
I didn't even have a car. I had this old
How
grandma
did
little
you
Audi
carry
with me
them?
from the supermarket, and I had my 3 record decks or record cases on there. And so just to be prepared for if there was a club that I didn't know, that
Mm.
could then at least swap a little bit and change the lines. But in my opinion, a good DJ is not only there that people are doing dubstep dancing, but feeling like picked up
The
and carried
energy.
away. And what I
Mm.
hate the most these days, and if you go to, for example, videos of Carl Cox on Tomorrowland or whatever Tomorrowland, the only thing you see most of the times, and that is what is really annoying me, freaking smartphones. So in my time,
Mm.
people were in the clubs, they were dancing, there was sweat coming back from the ceiling, there was energy, people were like dancing, they were gone, in the electronic music spirit. Nowadays, people stand there watching the DJ.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
I would feel
absolutely.
like, guys, that's what you pay money for to, do the smartphone, never watch it again. Jesus.
Yeah.
Um, and
They
about the
they're
music,
doing it to post on their own social media or to for people to know that I'm here. Like some
yeah,
people go to events that not even to enjoy the event or anything, but just to say that they were there.
yeah. And if you watch my live sessions, by the way, tomorrow 10 a.m. UK, 11 a.m. Central European,
Anastasia, go to your bed.
um, I will do a live session with funky house music. You will see the background is the same like here. So I don't do a pseudo club background, whatever. I don't need all this bling bling. Maybe I should, but I'm not like that because
Nice, okay.
I still think the music is that should be in the focus, and people should enjoy it. And if they don't enjoy it, they can go to another channel. And if they do enjoy it, I'm happy if they stay. But I'm and I don't see myself as the next 25-year-old. Hey, here's a drop, boom.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm a superstar. No,
mm.
I prefer to tell a story.
Yeah, and you have some people like that, and it's like it's so funny because I heard my son, my youngest son today saying to my older son that like your character, your integrity is more important. It is
Absolutely.
more important
Yeah,
than winning anything. That they were talking about a rugby game and
yeah.
stuff that my
You
son
cannot
went
fake an
to. So
audience. You can fake an audience or you can trick an audience if you're online. Though what I can say is what I do on my channel is me, period.
yeah.
But if you're in a club, there's no second floor, there's no net where you can fall in. If you fall, you fall. If you freeze it up, just replacing certain words, you're done. And you will never
Yeah.
play there again. If you don't
Yeah.
observe the energy of the audience, if you don't act with the audience kind of in changing the music if necessary to build up a story over hours, or at least for the 2 hours that you play that's usually the length of the set that you get, unless you're a
Oh.
superstar, then you play 4 to 6. But um, if you're not able to connect with the audience, see how they react, and if you don't care if the dance floor is only half full, you will never be
Mm.
booked there anymore. So you have to be prepared and you have to tell a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I talking too much?
No, 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 no. I'm I'm coming. I need to open the door. Go ahead. How do you mean if you're talking too much, Ragus? No, never. I
All right.
wanted to ask you if you could explain for us the electronic music? Because a lot of people maybe not know. I don't know if the people don't know. I'm not sure
Okay,
if people don't know. Sorry, guys. I just went off screen for a minute. I wanted to open the door.
no problem.
Mm.
So yeah, electronic music is literally everything in general, first of all, that can be done with electronic amenities like a synthesizer,
Mhm.
computers, and stuff like that. That is what we in general call electronic music. Now, back in the end of the 80s, when acid music came from the UK and from the US, most of you guys were even born back then. I cannot believe it. So I'm doing historical gossip here. Then came the acid music and house music the first time from the US. Um, then in the 90s, it was more techno, trance, house music, and all these genres, techno, trance, house music, they then generated subgenres over the years. And they are not, we have gospel house, funky house, disco house, melodic house, and just to keep with house music, same with techno. And interestingly, if you consider the fact that this is all not done, most of it is not done with instruments, right? That is why it's called electronic music in general. But also, it influences a lot of real, so-called real songs these days. So if you go to any Avicii song, that is electronic music. The voice is the only thing that is real. If you go to music from Jamaica these days, you might hear some little snippets with electronic parts in it. So it
Yeah.
is kind of electronic music. So a lot of people back then, they were like, "This is not music; it is only boom boom." I said, "Yeah, but it's boom boom with style." So that is how I explained it to my old people, rest their soul, back then. And
Thank you so much.
I remember,
Look, Ragus, um, Angie, if you can go to the pinned link, that you can find the channel of Ragus, and I will show it to you now because she said it's a very interesting topic. Let me show you, my love. So this is the person. No, that's the wrong one.
wow, I look so beautiful on that one. Yeah, well, I'm the one in the middle on the right. So
I'm showing you. Where is my rag is gone now? Here it
now I'm
is.
your Argus. See, the husband is out of the living room, and now I'm your Argus. Husband, where are you when I need you?
He just came in. He just came in. Where am I? Hold on, my dear Angie. I was showing you. Yeah, I think we've got it now. So let me go back to StreamYard. I was showing you the actual person that is on my screen. If you think that it is interesting, this is his channel. I've lost it now. Here we go. There we go, my lovely. Took me some time, but I got there in the end. So, yes, thank you so much. New sub here, just saying hi. Very interesting topic. So, this is our lovely The World of Ragus, and he is explaining to us at this moment about electronic music. So thank you so much, Kev. God bless you. So this is his channel, and I'm not sure that you're a YouTuber or anything, but if you look at the top of your chat, you will see his link there. And if you press on those three little dots, it will show you his channel, and then you can go there and enjoy much more of him, my lovely. Okay, thank you so much for subbing to my channel as well.
I was just thinking
There we go.
of a text line when you remember of Three Little Birds from Bob Marley. You know when it goes, "Three little birds are on my
By
door,
my doorstep,
three
yeah.
little dots, and you're on the world of Ragus. Ta-da! This is the message for you."
Ragas, you're gonna have to put me on that album cover, because I inspired that song.
Sorry, guys, I cannot sing. Simon Cowell would most likely say no, but
No.
but anyway, the so electronic music was my personal awakening, if you will, when it comes to music. I was like 16 or something when
Thank
my
you,
dad
Kev.
accidentally gave me a record with a huge big yellow smiley on it, which we these days call emoji. Nobody
Mhm.
knew back then
Mm.
that it was actually a pill, an ecstasy pill.
Is
They have
it?
all these smileys and whatever pictures on there, and nobody knew that back then in the 80s that we did that. So, and I never took it was a record, so I didn't get a pill. So, guys, you know, calm down, calm down, calm down. My dad was not an illegal
Your
drug.
dad did? Yeah, you sure? I'm joking.
My dad was no illegal drug dealer for sure not. So, and by the end, oh Anastasia, I love her so much. But the point is that
Anastasia, go to bed.
if you consider that you all everyone here has a different style of music most likely, um, and nobody has to love a certain kind of music, but these days you can combine a lot. So for example, on the track that I did for Anastasia, Chopping Moments, I even put guitar sounds in it, so for the
Mm,
melody, even though it was more housey track, so it was more melodic Afro house, but it was with guitar samples in it as well.
yeah.
You can do a
But
lot with that stuff these days, which is so cool.
I think Raggeds, because like I love music. When I say love, I mean I love music. And
Same
I
here.
don't have a particular, like I say, oh, I only like souls, or I don't listen to derogatory music for obvious reasons. I'm a Christian and stuff. But like for music that hits the soul, for instrumental, electronic, and some electronic music can sometimes be not appropriate as well.
Hmm.
But for the most of it is mostly good. And you've got just gospel, anything, and it just hits you a different way, and it speaks a different language, and it doesn't have to have words. Somebody can be playing an instrument and make me cry because it just speaks to my soul differently. But no, I don't. Do you, Ragus? Do you think that people are appreciating music like that anymore, or are people just you know
I think, and I believe actually that, especially in these days where the world is getting rotten, let's say it as it is.
it's true, honestly.
I think music is the only hope a lot of people have, and
Mm,
music is the only um, kind of communication, inner communication that they have with themselves when they put the earphones on, and for that moment when they listen to a certain track, they're in a better world, or even in a sad world if the spouse left them or whatever happened. Music is a lot of has a lot of healing um, um, parts in it, and that's even what medicine says. So medicine says laughter is a good medicine, but music definitely is a great helper. So I'm working in a I'm volunteering in a hospice now for like 16 years, and
mm,
music is an essential part in there. I mean, everyone knows what a hospice is. I believe that is people
mm.
who definitely don't have long anymore. We try to make them as good as possible the last moments and the last days, and they create and they most of them is paid by funding money, right? So fundraising money. They get donations on a regular basis, and people like me, we work there voluntarily with those guests, as we call them. And also a big part of that is to make them not to go there like, oh, I'm so sorry that you go. No, we try to make them the good moments as possible. And the leadership of that hospice or of other hospices as well, they do a lot of things around the hospice. So they organize chamber concerts like with a violinist and a piano player, or they do some funny thing. If it is carnival, then some funny clowns come with a guitar and sing funny songs and all that kind of stuff to give them a normal life, the good as possible. And music definitely helps. If you go to any surgery in, oh, well, obviously you will not be aware of it because you're sleeping, but most, but usually they have music on there, and a lot of, um, so a lot of people who are scared of a dentist these days, there's also, so modern dentists do that now. They give them earphones and they say, okay, what is your favorite music? Okay, or they have some amenity with Spotify or whatever on it. Okay, look for your music, that you don't hear the sounds of what we do in your mouth. You will still feel it, but you will still not have the this weird sounds that you're so scared of. So I'm one of those, by the way. So I always go with my own
You know,
earphones.
Rex is here taking receipts, right?
No,
It
I'm
might
good.
be in the bushes
When I go to the
somewhere.
dentist, I have my earphones on, I have my music on, and then I say, okay, you off you go, but hurry up. I got homes to go to. But matter of fact, it is music is for me personally, as I said on the other topic before, for me personally, it's religion, and it has been medicine in many many parts of my life when things went great and when things went not too great, and it is it always helps. It helps me personally, regardless if I'm now called a producer or DJ or whatever. Just to listening to it is super helpful for me.
Rex said, "Me too. I'm the same, Ragus. I'm a big baby." He's talking about the dentist thing. Yeah, it's so good. You see, just the way you talk about music, Ragus, it almost like just give me this kind of new hope in music because honestly, I'm a lover of music. I absolute lover of music. And I don't know if it's just me, but I kind of for the past, all right, for example, with the Amazon thing that you were talking about, I pay for my Amazon music, so that's why I didn't know about Spotify, or that's why I don't have Spotify, because I've got Amazon in every room. I've got an Echo Dot or the Echo Show or something, and that's how I listen to my music.
But I'm on Amazon
So
Music too, so you don't have to go to Spotify because of me.
yeah, I didn't know because when you just started, you were just talking about Spotify, and I wanted to go, so I didn't know you were on Amazon. So I've got Amazon anyway.
Everywhere.
I pay for Amazon, so
I'm
I look for
everywhere
your
where I'm
music
not
on there.
seen. That is a joke that I do about myself. I'm on every platform that doesn't see me.
Oh, so I'm probably gonna be like, Alexa, play the World of Ragus, and it's gonna just play your music. So yeah. So what I was saying is, I love music, love music, but I sort of like nowadays, like I can't hear good music anymore. Like the music that I'm used to, it's even hard to find them on streaming platforms. Some of them I can't find on, like, for Amazon example. And some of them, like, you have to go to YouTube to actually get those good soulful music that you want to listen to, you know?
Mhm.
So
So what I so I was born a long time ago, but when when I was even born before the CD came out, so there were records, vinyl records, or there was radio. There was
mm,
no internet, there was no MTV, there was nothing.
wow.
However, um, you went to a record store back then, you saved some pocket money, and you bought a certain long play, like an LP or even a single. You paid $10 for a single record, right?
Yeah, I remember when one one used to come on
Yeah,
one.
for the 7 inch records, not only for the 40 for the 12 inch, but you went to a record store. It was like a ritual, right? You went to a record store. You knew, like, kind of what kind of music you like, and the guy in the record store, the sales guy or even the manager, they knew every single record they had in stock. They Thursday was always release day in the record stores. Then was when the new records came, and that was later when I then started DJ. I was there every Thursday, finished work earlier or started early to be in the record store often when the new track records were just arriving, so that I was one of the first to listen to them and have my set ready for the weekend. So you can literally say all the DJ money that I earned back then are reinvested into records. So, because I had to, otherwise you weren't up to date anymore. But I'm not a big fan of mainstream music. Never been, to be honest. And this thing with Taylor Swift, God bless her, happy birthday, happy being rich and happy. No, no, seriously, she is an artist, and I'm not against mainstream. It is just not my personal cup of tea. And if it is a Taylor Swift, if it is an Ed Sheeran, if it is um, whoever is getting famous these days, I don't care. It's just not my cup of tea. Most of those
Yeah,
tracks,
I don't like today's music, if I should
but
be
but
honest as
but
well.
good for them. And I mean, I'm not even jealous or whatever. I mean, they're good in their part. And no, I'm not jealous at
They've
all.
got their own crowd. They've got their own crowd.
Yeah, but they're good in what they do. They have a huge audience likes it, means they must do something right, right? So if it
Yeah.
is not my cup of tea, that doesn't mean that I'm against any other musician, or even if they do country music and they get hallelujah, the
Mm,
Grammys and all that stuff. So be it.
mm.
Congratulations. I do salute them and everything. I was always a bit more underground, more like when electronic music came, and the first record I got on my birthday accidentally with this smiley thing on it. It was an acid thing from somewhere Chicago, I believe, and it landed in the record store where I usually went on the Thursday. But my dad thought, come on, I get it for his birthday, 25 euros or something like that back then. And I
That's a
listened
lot
to
of
the music, and
money.
my dad had no idea what was in it. I had no idea what he was on because I just saw the smiley thing, and it was acid or written all over the record. That was it. And I was like, right, it better be good. Otherwise we have a chimney. So. So I put it on the record player, and I was like, hell yes, this is what I was born to listen for. Yes,
Wow, that's
that was my
amazing.
awakening moment. And then was the problem. The next record I could purchase was only 2 years later, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ, why do I have to listen to all this mainstream crap? And that is when I started to get into DJing a little bit to understand how it works, how the mixes go, and all that stuff. And then came 89 or 88, and then then I had a bunch of records all of a sudden. And I had some money saved because I didn't buy any record anymore after that particular one. Never.
Mm,
And
mm.
then I started to empty the entire record store. I said, bro, I know next week, and there was no internet. I said to the owner, I said, bro, next week comes this records. How do you know? I said, well, I listen to BBC Radio. So
Mm.
I need those records. Order them. Here's the money. I'll come and pick them up on Thursday. Don't give it out to anyone. They're mine. I paid for them. Da, da, da. And he looked at
Oh,
me
so
like,
it was only getting one at a time,
no,
one
not no.
album at a
So that no,
time.
that one record was for my birthday, but it wasn't common sense that the electronic music wave came already in '86. That came in '88. Started coming '88 regularly,
Oh, okay, I
and then I
got
was
you
like,
now.
bro, BBC Radio, bam, 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 bam. Here's the money. Next Thursday, 5 o'clock, I'll be there.
You
And
know,
that worked. And he was like, how do you know? BBC Radio. We were able to listen. We got it in Germany as well, thank God. Yeah, that is how I got into it.
but Ruggers, I don't know if maybe behind time or something, but I thought that electronic music was new. I didn't know it was there from back then because I didn't hear it growing up. I didn't know about it until, let me say fairly recently. I didn't know nothing about it.
Do
But
you know?
now,
Do
yeah,
you
go
know?
ahead.
Do you know the track "Chariot of Fire"?
Yeah.
What do you think that is?
Well, I don't know. Is that electronic?
Electronic
I
music.
didn't know. I
The
didn't know.
drummer
And
synthesizer.
then there was there was another, there was this man, there's I think it was this Rasta man in Jamaica, and he was doing some kind of music, but it was electronic music, but I think he put some sound, like he's got his voice, but the rest of it was electronic. And then
Mhm.
people start complaining like, oh, it's fake. That's not his voice and stuff like that.
Okay,
So I think he didn't
let's put it this
really
way.
do much after.
When you think of music of the '60s and '70s, um, disco, rock and roll, this kind of stuff, when Elvis and all these people came out,
Yeah.
'70s with the disco, ABBA, and early '70s, maybe more the Beatles and the Stones. People, the older people back then, and I'm
Mm.
sorry to use that word. No, well, I'm not going to use the word. They called it the N music.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's what you mean.
That was the wording back then, when older people didn't understand the youngsters anymore. Remember, it was after the war and all that stuff, different times.
Mm.
But these days, well, friends of mine who are my age, they complain, the good old times. I say, bro, the good old times are gone. I mean, some people are dead and all that stuff. I mean, they will not come back. I mean,
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to the new stuff, and you don't have to listen to this new age music. I don't like most of it either because it is getting too mainstream, even the electronic parts, when they try to remix whatever song just to have an electronic hit out there. And I was like, no, I'm refusing that. I don't. That's why I hardly ever listen to radio, not even in the car.
Mm.
I have my
You can listen to your own music in there. Get them
that's what I
on
have
an
to do.
MP3 and put it in there.
No, I have my Apple CarPlay. I just connect my phone.
Yeah.
That's it. But I also listen to other people's music because I like to be influenced by music. And
Yeah.
now we talked a lot about gospel house music. Anyway, if I can give, I'll put that in the chat real quick. If I can give you
Mm-hmm.
guys a very good piece of advice, one of my very heroes is broadcasting on Twitter, on Instagram and Twitch every Sunday, like late morning, early afternoon European time. That's DJ Spen. He does produce. He's a very famous guy in the field. And I happened to receive an answer on Instagram once. I sent him a fanboy mail. So that is, I framed it even. I even did a screenshot of that. But on a serious note, he is in the field for a long time. He got his own, he's part of his own record a record company called Quantize Recordings, and he listened to his sets. I mean, my sets, I believe, are not bad because I love the music, but
Mm.
he is doing it on a different level. He got the equipment there, like that I would lick my fingertips for to just have it, but I could
Mm.
never afford that, to be honest. But um, he is a brilliant guy. DJ Spen is my personal hero when it comes to gospel house music, in particular. Not only
Mm.
because he's mixing great, but he's also a tremendous producer. You can also find him on any platform that is there. DJ Spen, brilliant guy. If I ever had a chance to have a little set with him together one day, after that I can die in peace. That would be music
Oh.
wise. Music wise, that would be my biggest wish ever.
Have you reached out to him though?
I reached out to him and I wrote him, "Hey, I'm a big fan, and just get into production and da da da." But I didn't do anything else like that because I'm not like, hey, listen, I'm here, hey, you, hey, I'm here. Let me play with you. I'm not like that. No,
But
I'm.
he said that he responded.
He said, "Thank you so much, and really appreciate that you appreciate my craft and stuff like that." And what would I write to someone like him? I mean, he got the god status already, not only with me, but he got this huge fan base, and I'm way not. So yes, I'm a producer now, but I know which level I'm on, right? So, and I'm not putting myself down, so I'm not underestimating
Mm.
myself. So don't get me
Mm.
wrong, but
Mm.
I know where he is. He's a professional for way over 30 years. He started
Okay.
producing with putting tapes together and cut them and glue them and all that stuff. I
Mm.
just need a computer. Well, he does it
Mm.
now as well, obviously. But if you listen to his sets, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say someone is telling a story over hours, right? And he's playing
Okay.
again live, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Just look out for DJ Spen.
Mm.
Great artist. For me, in Gospel House, the greatest of all time.
Mm. Okay,
And
that's
yes, I
good
got a
to know.
response. And yeah, that would be my biggest wish to have a either co-set with him or do the warm up for him or something like that. After that, I could then my mission is accomplished, and I would go whatever to some, I don't know, cleaning the streets or whatever, because then most likely then the Holy Grail would have been touched.
We will come there and see you both playing together. I'm like, yes, Ragus. We know
Yeah.
Ragus.
So honestly, if it was on me personally, uh, and if I wouldn't have ran into the trap of social media because I have joined the community and they have encouraged me to do this like I do it now, I would have nothing against still just being just the music and not me, because I never did that for fame, and I'm not doing that for fame. And I'm very happy that people like Ed Sheeran, to come back to that example,
Mhm.
with both feet on the ground. and I see a lot of youngsters, especially these drop DJs that I've mentioned before, the Instagram guys. Yeah, I'm famous. I got 7 million followers, and I was like,
Mm.
and what have you produced? What have you? What story do you want to tell me? I had this discussion with a friend of mine recently. Actually, I think you know him, the Brazilian guy, Master CTRL, he was on my. He's a DJ from Brazil, and we met a couple months
Oh,
ago.
you rated us to his channel, yeah. Was it the guy that you read in the late early hours of the morning and you
Yeah,
rated us there? Yeah.
and
I know because he was you did say that we're going to Brazil, so
yeah,
I remember.
so
It's long ago. It's not now,
a
but
couple
I
months ago,
remember
yeah, yeah.
him.
But great guy, super young. Well, he's very young, and he's a very humble guy, and he does it the same for the same reason like I do. He does it because he loves the music, and obviously in the part of Brazil where he lives, there are not 500 clubs, and he would have way better chances to play in any club than I do, obviously. But he says, "No, I play. There's two or three musicians who I like. Sometimes I support them on a little stage in some tiny little club where there's almost no light or something. But that is what I like. And then I go home. Nobody knows me. I have my privacy. I don't want to be famous because I always jokingly say, look, if I if I, so
Oh,
here's the
okay,
difference between
Rex.
being famous and not being famous. And this is not this is our YouTube thing. I'm not calling myself famous for Christ's sake, but now let's say I wake up in the mornings as a private person. I go to the bathroom and I send a fax. Nobody cares. A famous person, super VIP, as you said, 500 women in the car, pink limousine, whatever. I send a fax in the morning. The press comes in and takes the measurement, takes the scale. No, I would never. If I see, Taylor Swift, I really salute her for the success that she has over years
Mm-hmm.
and all that stuff. But would I ever want to live that lifestyle? No. Simon, the people who are here tonight, they are here because they want to be. They're here
Yes.
because of you, because
Well,
they love your channel.
yeah.
Um, and I'm sorry, guys. They try to not fall asleep when I'm talking and stuff like that, which is fair enough. But on a serious note, we are not VIPs. I quote Goga, who said, "We are all small YouTubers.
Mm-hmm.
Period. But
Yeah.
but we are still not only YouTubers. We're not
That's it.
only little YouTubers. We have our own little kingdom." That's what he said last Sunday, right, on his birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
we make the best out of it. And the most
Mm-hmm.
important thing is it shall be fun. If it is not fun anymore, I can tell you, I'll close my
Yeah.
channel and get rid of everything. Done.
Yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree with you. And I must say that to be honest with you, Ruggers, you are doing a lot. You're doing a lot with I just can't imagine like doing my channel on its own, showing up. I don't even do much. I think that's why people just pity me and stay here with me on a Saturday
Yeah, but
because I don't do much on the channel, right? Imagine.
everyone has got his or her own idea on how, if I do a channel in the first place, and then it is your channel. My channel is my channel. So I have my idea, you have your ideas, and I mean,
Absolutely,
what
yeah.
better is there than if you remember the good old Smarties, the little box with Smarties with the sweets. How many colors are in there, right? And
Yeah.
that is what I call YouTube is like this famous box of chocolate. You never know what you get when you go to a new channel that you haven't visited before. So
Yeah.
at the end of the
Yeah.
day, um, that is what it's all about. I mean, Red's Room has his own idea of a channel, and he's rocking.
Absolutely.
He's doing rock and roll. Marciano, Anastasia Blessed is the chopping queen of all times, and we have all these wonderful people. And yeah, I mean, honestly, some ideas that I see on some channel, I partially adopt for myself,
Yes, and
and
that's
some
okay.
people might have some ideas of the creepy things that I do that some of the parts might be funny for that channel. You never know.
I'm gonna do like what you do and put thumbnails and oh, I'm gonna tidy my channel. Oh, I can't stop talking how tidy your channel looks, honestly. um no, but what I was saying to you as we wind down this thing, Ragus, what I wanted to say to you as a person looking from the outside. So I am not no expert or anything, and you don't have to be. You just need to hear it from somebody else from a different eye point of view, from a different direction somebody is looking at it. And I must say that the things that you do, like you always you put your upcomings, you come, you do your DJ sessions, you do your live sessions, you do your tutorials, you do your music, you have your release party, advertising. That is so good. That is so good. How even how you put out tonight's show. I don't usually advertise this thing, I'm telling you. And it's not because I'm lackadaisical or anything like that. It's just that I don't know, I just never thought of it. I think somebody told me to do it before, but I didn't even know how to go about doing it. But to be honest, without saying too much, you encouraged me to, yeah, go ahead, put your show out there. Why not? I put it out there, and I think a few more people turn up here than usually, than who would usually come. And that is very good. So in saying all of that, I'm saying to you, you are doing a good job. You've only just started taking it serious couple of months ago. You've got the channel in order. That's why when I was introducing you just now, I say you've got you've got like things in order and stuff like that. You do. And sometimes you think to yourself, oh, I'm just doing it, it doesn't matter. But you are actually, like you've got footprints, so it's good. It's good. And keeping up with the music, everything. So well done.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I also have to say that if I consider the fact that it again, I had this like 3+ years before, and in year four, I took actually in the beginning of year four, I took it seriously due to
Mhm.
the encouragement of all the others that I received. But um, nowadays, like the last 1.5, 2 months, I was hardly ever doing anything live because again, it's the end of the year and work is going insane. Matter of fact, and yes, I do have a regular job to all of what Simon has just described. So, and sometimes it is also good to have a live break from YouTube since I now do also other things around it. But YouTube will always, in at least in my heart, be the number one because YouTube got me there where I am now. Not famous,
Mm.
obviously, but getting my lazy butt on the chair and start something new in regards of new, like the new video stuff and the music that I'm starting to create. Very simple, obviously, but not never will be a superstar, thank God, and at least not famous, and all that stuff. But it helps with, and when you have a job that I have, which is extremely intensively every day, 6 to 7 days a week. Even today, I just got home like 10 minutes before this started. Um,
Wow.
After a long day, by the way.
Thank
So
you so, so much,
uh,
Regis.
yeah, so I'm up now 22 hours, so that's okay. I'm still awake.
Oh my goodness, you need to go to bed.
And once Anastasia starts snoring, then we can consider me going to bed. But matter of fact, this helps me to plug off work, and this is it's still work, obviously, everything that we and YouTube. And to be honest, before I started taking this serious, I also totally underestimated this content creation thing, this channel thing, this YouTube thing. That because when I heard someone is a content creator, I was like, oh Lord. Honestly, I'm just being honest. Before I met Red Room and all these other people, I was like, oh yeah, there we go, a content creator, the next influencer. Oh, tomorrow he will come with shampoo or whatever. Blah blah blah. That is until the day when I started taking things serious. I was like, oh Jesus. Oh yeah, the thumbnails. Why do this loops and be on camera yourself? You have to do 3 live sessions a week. You have to do 2 DJ sessions a week. You have to do this and that and that. And I was like, oh. And then I realized it looks all posh and nice and sweet on camera. Well, not me, because today I forgot to iron my face, for example. But um, nobody sees. No, that is why I'm very happy to talk about the music creation process.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody sees what's going on behind the scenes unless I do a live session on that. But nobody sees the effort, the sweat, the devastation sometimes, and the all this non-familiar friendly words that I use in between. Very often, to be honest, when I create a track, very often these words that I'm using during that process are not family friendly.
Why? Who is hearing you when you're talking them?
No one is there. I'm screaming at my screen then because
What about your little puppies? I hope you're covering their ears. Poor things.
no, they're happy when they hear the bad words because then they can bark. So, so no. But on a serious note, it is like it is. I had totally underestimated the things under behind the scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I can imagine. I can really imagine. And that's what I'm saying. Like, hats off to you. It's a lot. It's a lot because I saw you the other day at your when you were releasing the music with the same chop music with Anastasia, and I saw that you had to put it as an upcoming. You have to let people know that it was coming, and that's what you were saying before. You have to produce it. You have to get it right first. Then you have to do the cover kind of photo or video or anything like that you have to do. Then you still have to go out and put the description, put the title, put the upcoming, and then you still have to tell people that, hey, it's gonna be released this weekend, and then
Yeah.
you have to send it over on the platforms and all that. Oh my, just talking about it
Well,
is
to be honest,
exhausting.
to send it to all the platforms is very easy because I just upload it on my distributor website. So in my
Mm-hmm.
artist profile there, and then it's get distributed to all these platforms from there. So I only have to upload it once. When I do
Yeah.
upload it twice, if I create the video like for Anastasia with this chopping thing, and then
Mm-hmm.
upload it as a music video, but then I have to go and clean up my copyright claim again. It's there's always something. But again, when the mastering of the track is done,
Mm.
and when I then do all this thing with the pictures and with the text, that is fun. That is then I just lean back and listen to the track again and again and again because then it's done. Once the mastering is done, I don't touch it anymore. Because
Mm.
and if I then hear something, I said, okay, in a year I'll do a remix or something. But
Mm.
once the mastering is done, the track is done. It's sealed. It's like closed. Envelope closed. Don't open it anymore. What I do, listen to
That's
it, but I'm not touching it anymore in regards of change.
that's absolutely amazing, Ragus. And you know what? When we listen to music, it's good to have a little reminder
Yeah.
now that we appreciate the music when we listen to it, that it just didn't magically appear out of nowhere and it didn't come from, like, Chat GPT or something created it or something. It's an
So
actual human person put it together.
if I may
So
add something on that, there's all these AI programs these days which tell you, yeah, you put a couple of text lines here and then you have a song. And when I listen to that stuff, I'm deeply sorry to say, but I refuse to even think about using those programs. I do use one program called Revoicer,
mm-hmm,
which is on the website, which I use for my conclave thing, for instance. Then you write a
mm-hmm,
text and then it speaks, and that's what I used for that one time. But for a song, I would never ever do that. There are websites where you can get voice snippets. So
mm-hmm,
obviously, I cannot sing, and if I did, Spotify had to close down immediately if I would publish that. But
mm-hmm.
the thing is that there are voice snippets which are royalty free, which you can use to for your own tracks. That is, for example,
Really?
how
That's good.
spiritual tendency came together. So I used the voice cut. So there is this all right, everything gonna be all right. It's
Mm-hmm.
originally like even like 30% of the speed that I put it on my track, and
Mhm.
this all right, everything gonna be all right used to be in one part together. So I cut that in three pieces. Um, you know, put it to the BPM that I needed to have it for my track, and then I placed it into the track here and there and on certain parts to then have it as it is now.
Okay. So they don't mind you altering the music, like chopping it up or nothing? They don't mind?
Well, what I did is I paid a little fee as a donation, and they do
Oh.
appreciate that. Obviously, I'm a registered user on that website,
Oh.
um, then you can obviously they're happy if you do, and there are usually
Mm.
people like me and you who went to a gospel, who went to church, and that particular part was actually recorded in a church. And
Mm.
then what I do, I clean it up, so I take the instrumental part away so that I only
Mm.
have the voice and stuff. That is also work that you have to do before you even
Yeah.
start creating the track, right? So if you have a certain idea, you have to do a lot of cleanup first. You have to
Mm.
do a lot of sound loudness adjustments and all that stuff so that the speakers are not bursting or that your ears are not bursting when you start putting the things together, and then experiment, where do I put which sound when, if the bass, if the kick drum hits in and all that stuff. Yeah, and it's fun. It's like
Mm.
having starting with one juggling ball, and at the end of the track you have 20 of them, and they still don't fall down.
I would say, Ragus, let me ask you two more questions and then we can wrap it up all together. So when you were telling me about like this music just now and stuff, I can't help but think to myself, you're very creative. Like you is that something that you've learned from somebody, chopping that music up and taking it from here, there, put there, here, there, cleaning
Well,
it up, taking this out, putting that in?
until June, I was a producer's virgin, so to speak. But I was always very much into music. When I was a kid, I was playing in a brass band, played tuba and trumpet. Well, it started with the trumpet, like every boy, and then ended up with the tuba.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Later, I was always interested in music. Never learned piano or guitar, unfortunately, but always listened to a lot of music from old school. For instance, a great group. Most of you will not even have not have heard of it. The Golden Gate Quartet. The Golden Gate Quartet are icons in rhythm, in some blues, jazzy. They were a choir. They were just a vocal choir. They had some little basic instrument like the contrabass and stuff like that, but only like a little bit. Golden Gate Quartet, awesome,
Mm.
awesome singers back then. Long time ago. As I said, most of you guys will not listen to not know them, or it's a niche, right? So I was always a bit more
Mm.
into Joan Baez. Joan Baez, this wonderful singer from, I believe, Canada. Is that right? Red Room? Isn't
Reds,
she?
is that right?
I think
Reds,
she
come
is.
up to the
Very
front.
famous, very famous singer. She has an awesome voice, and she only played with her guitar. So she's singer songwriter with the guitar, I believe. She was a from the Flower Power, singing for peace and all that stuff in the early 70s and all that stuff. Great singer. So James Brown. I mean, everybody knows James Brown. At least the song "It's a Man's World," but he did so
Mhm,
many soulful, I would even say hardcore songs,
mhm,
energizing, and that had a lot of influence on music nowadays, or even in the 90s when it comes to electronic music and stuff like that. There's a lot of influence from these, especially in the gospel house, from these artists who were doing this kind of stuff, with not getting remixes done with their tracks, but having been influenced on that. So that is there's a lot of artists who are worth to listen to. You guys might most likely think, "Oh, geez, this guy's really old." I'm talking about me, but the music
mhm.
most people do.
We're not thinking that.
Oh, you're saying it already. No, but don't worry. But the thing is, there's a lot of influence from that musicians, and we are talking about real songs back then. I'm not talking about
Mm,
Elvis or stuff. Everybody knows Elvis, but that was too commercial. Golden
mhm,
Gate Quartet, Joan Baez, John Lennon when he started doing his own songs, um, from the Beatles, and many artists from famous bands who did their solo projects as well. Um, you know, think about Phil Collins.
mm,
Think about those people. They also were pioneers in what they did and influenced a lot of younger people who I consider myself to as a for a change when I compare those artists. It is you have to have influences in your life, regardless in what, to
you
become
do.
a better person, to have a good life, to know to be strong, to know where to go to when you have weak moments. We all have.
Mhm,
but also
Mm.
especially when it comes to music. If you haven't listened to music before, you will never become any kind of musician or producer whatsoever. And I think that is super essential.
I think you're absolutely right. And that's what I was saying to you earlier. And I know sometimes I go on and on and on and on and kind of not get the point across. But that's what I was saying to you earlier. Like you walk those footprints, so at least you leave those footprints there, then it's a way someone will walk into those footprints. So you
Well,
put it out there, you put that music out there, you've got your name on it. I'm telling you, it's there.
yeah, it's
Somebody
there.
will come and walk into those.
Yeah, it is there, but I'm not doing it for the purpose to get rich and famous. I mean, rich, no
I
chance.
know, yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, and being a little narcissist on that now as I do it, it is nice to see a name on Spotify. To be honest, it is not for the fame's sake, but you see yourself on Spotify, and honestly, and I posted that on my wall last week when the Chopping song came out. It was the
Mm.
first time ever. Well, I'm only there for a couple of months, but it was the first time I made it into the release radar of Spotify. Every
Oh,
Friday they have a
nice.
release radar of whatever songs. And if you go to my channel post from last week, it's a red thing there. I'm
Mm.
first is Paul Kalkbrenner, a very, very famous electronic music producer from Germany. He's a world star. And on
Mm-hmm.
number 8 is the World of Ragus. I'm just saying.
What?
It's not the chart.
Well,
So
that's
don't
what
get
you
me.
should have started with, Ruggers. Why
So
are you
it's
telling
not
us at
so
the
so
end?
so it's not comparable to the it's not a comparison to the charts, obviously not, but being in the release radar, because in Spotify it is like you do upload the song with the distributor and then you have to pitch the song to Spotify. So
Mm,
you write a text of maximum 300 characters. Yeah, this song is
mm,
about a lady, true story, da 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 da, chopping thing, da 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 da.
mm, mm.
And then you send that, and then you hope that someone will. You never get a reply. That's the mysterious world of Spotify. But then
Okay.
on that Friday, and that is why I've changed my release days now to Fridays. So on every Friday at midnight comes a release. So the day, if I say, for instance, I'm finishing a track, I will release it coming Friday in a week. So I have a little release break at the moment. So I
Mm,
release it in 2 weeks, because then there's enough time that they read this pitch,
mm-hmm.
and that gives a good chance to go to the release radar. But I never thought I would be in there that quick, because
Mm.
5 months is nothing, to be honest. And I don't have an agency behind me. I do that all alone. Again, I'm not part
Good
of a record
job.
company. I don't have a contract. As Simon has already mentioned, everything that you hear, see is all done by myself. So,
Wow.
and to be honest, I'm proud of that, to be a so called independent artist. But then seeing myself on the release radar the first time, even number 8. So I did a screenshot of that because I don't want to forget that anymore either. So Anastasia is world famous now. She's in the same list
Ooh.
like Paul Kalkbrenner and others. So who are really famous. So
We have to talk differently to Anna now.
yeah,
I need to
so
tell Title Pro that.
you got to tell her, you got to call her ma'am now. So
Ma'am.
so yeah, and honestly, it is. I mean, it was. I checked on the release radar and I was like, oh, let's have a look. And then usually I directly scroll down to the bottom to see if I'm somewhere there. And then I
Yeah.
slowly scrolled up and I was like, uh-huh, okay, not in the top 20, not in the what? In the
Number
eight?
8. That's good. That's
Yeah,
really,
again, it's
really
not the
good.
charts, but doing a screenshot of that,
Doesn't
putting it on
matter,
YouTube.
Ruckus. As being, how many people can say that they're on Spotify? Yeah.
I
How
don't know.
many people can say not many,
Yeah,
like people that we know, many, but not many people
yeah.
that we know.
But it is fun. I mean, it was a nice moment, and after that moment, you just keep moving forward.
It is hope, though. It
Yeah,
is hope.
no, I don't see it like that. I see it like nice momentum. Enjoyed it for 5 minutes. I have a screenshot. Obviously, I've posted it on YouTube, to tell my people that. But again, I'm not doing that for that purposes. If
Yeah.
someone likes it, it's great, and it seems on the comments of the video, I was
Mm-hmm.
pretty impressed that people seem to like it,
Mm.
and I'm really happy about the reactions. But when the track is out, after the track is before the track, so it is how it is.
Yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter what you say. I think you're doing really well. I think the music is good. It's quite spot on. And I think for the amount of work, like you're on the plane, the amount of work that actually goes into this thing, but I know it is a lot of work. And I hope that people will find this music that needs this music and understands this music and appreciates this music, that the people that might not appreciate it or don't understand it, they'll just go, let them go,
That is okay.
but the
I'm not a
people
music racist at all.
who really needs it, there's some, you said it before, there are people in hospitals and hospices that needs music.
Yeah.
So may
Well,
your music find its people.
I always say that I'm not a music racist at all. So, I mean, again, I'm not against any kind of music because we have 10 billion people with 10 billion different tastes. Some like gospel, some like German folk music, some like the Kelly family. I don't know. There's billions of different tastes of music. Some artists
Mm-hmm.
will never be famous. Some weird people
Mm-hmm.
are famous and they cannot even sing. But there's always a platform for everything and anything, and there's always someone who likes something. And if it is only one person who likes my music, I'm very happy.
Yes. Hi, Workplay Live. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. You are so right. Ragus, let me ask you another question. I know you're tired. Let me ask you the last question before we go. So, like, if somebody can sing and they have a song, they've got their own song and stuff, and they wanted to do their song, like, is that something that you could produce?
Oof, brave question. uh, it
I'm
depends.
sorry.
So, telling the brutal truth, I do electronic music, which means I create a certain rhythm. I create a certain type of music. It varies a little bit between techno, trance, and house and stuff like that. But doing a real song is a total different story because for a real song, let's keep it with Ed Sheeran. He plays with his guitar, right? I cannot play with guitar. My FL Studio, the software that I'm using to create my tracks, can do a lot, but
Mm-hmm.
it can never really replace a human guitar player. I
Mm-hmm.
could produce it in regards of doing the mastering, doing those kind of stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
like if you compare, so if you mean composing it, like um, or doing, okay, so I'm doing the production post composing. Yes, I think I could up to a
Mm-hmm.
certain way. But
Mm-hmm.
being honest, someone like Ed Sheeran would not come to someone like me because they would need a professional studio. They know
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna stream this thing like 5, 6, 7, 8 million times. The sound has to be perfect, and for that you need a professional sound engineer.
Mm-hmm.
For independent artists, and I'm not putting them down now, so don't get me wrong, but for an
Mm-hmm.
independent artist, I think if there was a good voice, if everything was recorded relatively good,
Mm-hmm.
I think I could put that together here. But it
Mm.
would take time, so that is not done in 3 days.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
if it is someone else's music, I would even take more care than on my own stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Totally get you, totally understand you, and you have
If I
answered.
may add one sentence, if you go to my videos on my channel and watch this live thing that I did there, it is very simple tracks that I did, but it is still up to 3 days of work just to get the track done. Now
Mm-hmm.
imagine if you play a song, or if you create a song with a band, any band, Coldplay, whatever, or who else do we take? Let's take Green Day. Green Day is a famous. They do rock and roll. They do rock music, right? They play everything manually with their guitars and with the drums and everything. They sing.
Mm-hmm.
I could sit in studio with them to have the rough framework done in production, but for that I would need to learn that kind of studio first because again, it isn't. It looks always easy when people go on stage and do DJ stuff. When I go on YouTube and do my set and stuff like that, it looks so easy. Yeah, oh yeah, got just two little things there, and he puts one song after the other. Yeah, and it looks so easy, but it takes a lot of time to understand the process first. And again, I
Mm-hmm.
just started this year. The DJ stuff I'm doing for a long time, but to understand the things, how they work, to make it sound worthy, let's say with the harmonies, you have to understand when to put which kick in, when to do a break, when to do how do you tell a story between 6 and 8 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
That is the point of a song. And especially in house stuff, you also have to make it mixable for if someone is insane enough to play it in a club. So you have to tell a story within 6 to 8 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
8 minutes is kind of the maximum.
Mm-hmm.
But for this 8 minutes, I work 3 plus days. So it
Mm-hmm.
is. It looks cool when it is on there, and there might be three or two people who might like the song or the track that I'm doing. But
Mm-hmm.
again, there's that nobody sees the work behind the scenes, and that is should never be underestimated. Could I produce a track of someone else if I have enough time? I believe I could. If it would be the quality that the artist would like to have, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Totally understand. Totally understand. I think you could do it, but as you say, maybe not the time. And sometimes they maybe not have the equipment that is needed or the studio and stuff like that. But,
Yeah.
yeah, but I totally understand what you mean, though. I totally understand what you mean. Um, is God will never fail. God bless you, my sweetie. Thank you so much for still being here. Thank you, everyone, for still being here. Ragus thinks that he's not famous, but he definitely is. It's got people here watching him for over 3 hours,
No autograph
almost three
request.
and a
Please.
half
No autograph
hours.
request.
Huh?
No autograph request, please. Not at this time of the day.
No, he's been fueled by coffee, guys. Let's let him go. So Ragus. So, Ragus, let us, as we display your channel, let us hear your final remarks. How was it? Did it go according to how you think it would go? Did I, how was it? Was it a pleasant time? And is there anything else that you think that you wanted to say, but we didn't ask? How was
No.
it?
So first of all, was it pleasant? No, it was super pleasant. And considering the fact that it's now almost 2:30 in the morning here, uh, and after a long day, no, it was. I kind of knew what to expect because obviously I'm visiting your talks regularly, knowing
Thank
what to
you so
expect
much.
in regards of that you are not doing this like a certain box, but you're doing this program um, in various ways depending on who is on your panel, obviously.
Yes.
Um, and again, as I stated in the very beginning, I've seen you also getting emotional. I think you know what I'm talking about and what sequence after until I came, obviously, and you started laughing. I just watched that sequence today, actually, and when you and Reds couldn't hold it back
Red's
anymore,
room, yeah.
obviously not. But on a serious note, the topics that you discuss are so various, and I hope that I didn't bore the audience tonight. And
Definitely not.
those
They're still
met me
here.
so for those who met me the first time, let me reveal something. The only reason Simone actually invited me was to not feel bad, to never have a white minority here on the channel. I'm just kidding. No, but no,
I
what I
saw
want to
that
say,
coming.
guys, this was a joke that I'm doing all the time since I'm part of this community. So heaven forgive me. But um, on a serious note, if I consider the conversation that we had today, what I really liked was that it was not the typical Q&A thing, that we really had a conversation, that you also shared your thoughts, and that you were also having the balls, in quotes obviously, to question me or to challenge me on the Christian or on the believing thing, which I think was really good because, first of all, you didn't, it seems that you didn't feel offended by my words before. And also
No.
you were really up for discussion. And that is what is really refreshing, and because I like that to be challenged also. And obviously once of once on one side stating my point, on the other side also making very clear that I do accept other people's opinions, especially on this topic,
Yes.
which is very sensitive.
Hmm.
Last but not least, I would really like to thank you for having me because it was really a great time. I thought it would be like an hour and a half or two or something, considering the fact that it's now 3.5 hours. Um,
Sorry, Vegas.
I never saw that coming, and there's still people here at least pretending not to snore, which is really
I
nice.
know.
So allow me to finish my appearance here with a little joke. And obvious, you know the topic that I'm going to spread, but let me finish this with a joke which I recently just saw on Instagram, and it made my day. If Adam and Eve had been Chinese, we would most likely all still be in paradise because they would have simply eaten the snake and not the apple. Thank you, thank you so much for having me. Everyone who wants to complain about me later
Oh my
at some
goodness.
Vatican or something, feel free. Um, Simon, it was a pleasure being there, and I will re-invite you as soon as I possibly can to my place. And it
Yes.
was really fun. Thank you so much for having me. You're a blessing to YouTube, I can say, and the way that you treat people.
Really?
Yes, the way that
Oh,
you treat
that's
people, you're
sweet.
so easygoing. How could someone say no to an invitation on your channel? So we're
Oh,
looking forward to it again, to the other way around, and I'll think about something nice as well. Wishing
yeah.
you a wonderful weekend, and to the audience, thank you for being here and not falling, well, at least pretending not falling asleep. And so I'm out of here for now, and now I definitely go to sleep. Wishing you all a good night, and thanks for having
Oh.
me. And think of this.
Mwah. Mwah. Thank you so much, Ragus. God bless you. You said it. You said it all for me. It was refreshing. That's what it was. I love that I could talk to you and we could read each other's emotion. You could see that I'm not upset or offended by
Absolutely.
anything because I already know you, because you never mean any offense. And I already know what questions I can ask you because I know that you're a reasonable person and you've got good reasoning ability. So, you know, thumbs up to you, Ragus. We did it.
Okay, I'm out of
Have
here.
a
Good
good
night
night. Good morning.
or good
Thank
morning.
you
Yeah.
so much. God bless you.
See you later. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you. Guys, thank you so much for still being here. Where's my solar thingy? Guys, I just realized that. Thank you so much. You just finished classic. Guys, I've been eyeing let's have a chat under the mango tree. I've been eyeing her to see if she's finished. People need to go in and just take a guys, blessings, he's gone. He's so tired, Reds. It's 2 a.m. God really bless Ruggers. Honestly, honest to God, I love you, the people in this community. You guys are so kind. You guys just put up with me with this long show that I have on Saturday nights. And it was such an honor to have Ragus on here. Guys, please do remember to go to his channel, check out his music, go check out his videos, his tutorial. He's got a little bit of something for everybody over there. So if you're not into music, then you can go watch his live stream. He's quite funny, as you can see, and he does share information. He's a very kind person. And when I say kind, I don't just mean kind by giving, but I mean kind as in personality wise and all that. So do remember to check him out. His link is pinned there. Usually after the show, I would sit down and have a little chit chat and everything. Oh my goodness, don't tell me this lady is finished. Oh no, she's not. She was frozen. This lady is our guest. She was our guest on the show one of the weeks. She is so, so interesting. And oh, she's got a guest on our show as well. And she doesn't usually do her lives for very long. I want to go there because she's got like I think just over 100 and something subscribers, and she's working on her watch hour. I see her on the in the community going around to lots of people's channels. So I just wanted to go there and just bless her up a little bit before she ends, because she started almost an hour ago and she usually just go just a bit over an hour. So I wanted to go bless her with a read tonight. Guys, please do remember to check Ragus's channel out. Content creators, let us take a note from the book of his channel as well, where also his channel was so neat and tidy with all his thumbnails and everything. And it's not like we're praising one person or then or other people are not doing, but it's good to take advice from others, and it's good to make up in our minds that we are coming back for the new year as a revised version of ourselves. So let us start to clean up our channels, make them look pretty, try to schedule something, set some upcomings, and so guys, I appreciate everyone so much for being here. I cannot even begin to thank you enough for just staying here. I know some people leave me running, some people are in the background, and for those who sit here and stay throughout the whole live stream, God bless you. God bless you. And I will definitely be showing up in your houses. I showed up in quite a few of your houses today, watch videos, watch two or so videos, and I will continue to support all of you. And even if you weren't here, I will still support you still. But when you're here, I'll go a bit of an extra mile for you. I apologize that I wasn't too interactive in the chat, because I'm still trying to find a balance with these shows and to see how much I can interact in the chat and still um speak to the guests and allow the guests to also speak and be attentive as well. It is not, it doesn't send off a good signal if you invite somebody to your show. If we use for example Ragus, he came back from work and he came directly to the show. It's 2 a.m. where he is now, so it would be disrespectful for him to be talking and I'll be sitting there reading the chats, or even delaying him by reading the chats. So please do understand that we have to find that delicate balance. I'm not ignoring you. I will never ignore you, and I appreciate all of you. I love you guys so much, right? And I do not take it for granted when you come here and you just show your love and your support to me and to my channel. Um, I just wanted to tell you guys also that I am really going to look into my channel, see how I can better serve you. As my channel song say, keep me humble as I serve, to see how I can better serve you. And I hope tonight that no one took anything that we discussed offensive, and no one feel any way or about maybe the questions that I ask or anything like that. um yeah, because I always try to respect everybody, respect their opinions. I am so glad that Ragus is somebody that I can speak to. I can ask the questions that I want to ask, and he answer openly and honestly. And it was an absolute treat. It was an absolute treat. And yeah. Next week, guys, next week there will not be a Let's Talk series at this time, due to a family event, annual family event that that I have, and it was already pre-booked and everything. However, I will arrange a premiere. I need to get this lady's link. I will arrange a premiere, and we can come and support me. I am hoping that people will actually come and support me on that premiere that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try and make it for an hour. So I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that people will be able to show up for the premiere. And yeah. Oh wow, I'm saying this lady is something. She's 309 now. Wow, she's at 309 subscribers, guys. That is amazing. Thank God. Thank God. Is there any question that anyone wanna ask me? Or are you still here? Is it only the sleeping people that are left? Oh my goodness, guys, are you still here? I know I do a lot of talking and do it quite quickly, guys, but I just didn't want this lady to end. And oh my goodness, why is it giving me Ragus's channel? I'm trying to copy this lady's channel link because she's not showing up on the radar, but I can see that she's still live. Share channel. Thank you guys so much. I think I didn't copy it properly. Thank you guys so much for all of you that are still here. I can't see any messages. I don't know if you're talking and I'm not seeing. The behind the scenes work, guys. This is what we were talking about. I hope I did that right. I just hope I did. Okay, I did. Who was that? Can you imagine? Oh, Simone. Ragas, you're there, my darling. What was I saying about you? Simone, it was a pleasure being here. Wishing you and the chat a blessed Sunday. Now reported to Snoring Land. Mwah. Ragas, oh gosh. Ragas, God bless you. I'm telling you, you did such a good job. You did a good job. You answered the questions. You kept us going. Your energy is just unmatched. Oh, thank you. Can you imagine, my sweetie pie? Can you imagine? Let's run, go and tell this lady hi. Guys, Simone TV Raid with Pink Hearts. I love you guys so much. Look out for my premiere in the week. And thanks to Ragus, I will definitely advertise it. God will never fail, my sweetie. Don't worry, I've got you on your plate. God will never fail. I need to come to your channel and speak to you in the bushes. Girl, it is so hard to run your videos because you mute them when you're playing them. I gotta keep it on the phone, and every time to be pressing it, it pauses, then I press it. It pauses, then I press it. Oh my goodness, but I'm still running them for you, my sweetie. I'm still running. We all get in there. We get in there together. Can you imagine? I run one of your live streams today and your playlist is still going, my sweetie. So, God is good. God is good. Guys, let us go over Smon TV Red. I don't know, maybe it's just us three, but just put Smon TV Red with pink hearts. I'll be right there. It's okay, my sweetie. Don't worry about it. Um, don't worry about it. We'll speak about it another time. Guys, Smon TV. I took offense. You didn't take no offense. You were sleeping. I know you were sleeping. Whose live stream? I'm gonna raid you there, my sweetie. It's Let's Have a Chat Under the Mango Tree. Let's have a chat underneath the mango tree. She's still going. She's got a little guest there. Guys, she's very interesting. She's vibrant. She's full of vibes. And she's growing like us and she's new to the community. Let's go show her some love, guys. Okay, can we go? Can we go, guys? Give me pink wave. Goodbye. I love you guys so much. Guys, remember next week at 10 p.m., I'm going to give you guys a premiere. I won't be here. I'm going to my church convention. Guys, I'm always ratting myself out on lines. I always be like, oh, I've got an important event. Then I just come and tell you guys. It's because I love you guys. No pink hands. No waving goodbye. Goodbye. Guys, don't go anywhere. You have to press go now or press what is it when you're on a raid again? Is it go now or play now or something like that? Please go on the raid, guys, okay? And say Small TV raid, all right? Sis Bless, I love you so much, sis. Good night, guys. Let's go to the lady. Please don't jump off. If you ever jump off this plane, You guys jump already. Thank you, sis. Thank you so much. Guys, come back here. Get back here, you two people that jumped off this plane. Get back here right now. Guys, it's only a couple of us here, but let us go still and show some love to this lady. Go now or play now. Yes, go now or play now. So I'm gonna read you guys to this lady, guys, because everybody is running away. I don't know why you guys running away. You guys are so naughty. Okay, sis, I understand. I understand, sis. Don't worry about it. I'm there as well. I'm there as well. All right, guys. I love you guys so much. Look out for my premiere next week, 10 p.m. UK time. I'll advertise it. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Big up yourself, Ragus.